Guten Tag. What's up? Um, Alan, you're first in. Can you do technical support for me? Can you hear the music? Be great. Yeah, yeah, just figured it out. Should pop in now. There it is. Found it. Found it. Stop. Music? Music, yes. Music, no. I like the most important. Dude. Yeah, me is good. Me, we like. I can't hear that. Because if you cut out to hear the music, you're always supposed to hear your delicious voice. And I shouldn't hear you. Hmm. Ah. Yeah, not at the moment. Then first must figure this out because if the interface ain't right, figures anyways. Check, technical. That's weird and frustrating. Bear with me. Give it to my bears. Bear with my bears. Here we go. That is so strange. That is so strange. Either way, there is no reason why that shouldn't be working. Jesus, because if no music in background equals unable to find an external audio signal, therefore unable to do Discord chat. So I mean, we got a raw dog and without the music. We got a raw dog and without the music. So strange. Exact same settings as last time. But anyway, we shall not get lost in the sauce. Gentlemen, day. How are we? What day is it? Ah, yes. It's D&D day. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There's one for you. Now that I've stopped messing with it, I'll mess with it as much as I like. Joe, you Piccadilly whore. And there we go. That should be it. Now, between Alan and Dean, you're gonna have to fucking handhold me through Discord because I ain't got a fucking clue, lads. And if I can't find user audio signal and that doesn't come through the stream, so hello, Fox. Fox, are you playing? Senior Nal Fox, are you playing? Hey, Joe. You are going to be my technical support on the other end. Ah, do I hear a fox? I see it. Aha, Foxy, you've been usurped. Well, uh, so now, Joe, you got to tell me: do you hear voices from the great beyond? Do you hear the voices? Do you hear the voices? Writings on the wall. Very superstitious. Ah, 'tis only I. That is so strange. What's the story? That is indeed. I hear it now. Yes, but we are not getting yous through the connected zone into the stream. Mm, okay, so that's like that. Let's see, can we find? Let's see, can we find? Should be going through that, and that's there, and that's connected to that. There's my settings. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Can I just... Will I just be an absolute gee bag? And if I just share... Exactly. That's what yeah.
You can kind of guess who it is, Niall, at this point.
How about that, Joe? Have the gentlemen appeared? Are you aware of them?
We're on screen there anyway.
Yes, but can you speak?
I haven't gone video yet.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Brian. I was looking into Artificer. Public test build is really OP. We're screwed.
If you have, Dean, if you have some amount of control on your gain, can you drop that a bit? You are screaming at me.
Sorry. Let me see. The only gain I have is my actual mic.
That'll do.
That good?
If you go into your settings, you can go to your mic and reduce the input.
I'm using my headphones as my mic. I have no mic.
Yeah, we're going through computer or
on Discord. If you go into settings on Discord, you should be able to go to voices and video, and then there's like a slider you can turn down the input volume.
Yeah, I'm going there now. Give me 2 secs.
Oh, here we go. Oh, look, I can just turn it completely off. That's me. Yeah, I got that. I got it on my end. I got you.
Sorry.
You're good. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just for...
Oh yeah, we can also lower our...
Yeah. Fab. So, the worst interface that we've ever seen ever, but fuck it, we're here.
Yeah. I done this real Foxy as this is my gimmick now.
Oh, that's not going to be confusing at all.
Yeah.
Not in the slightest.
I mean, look, we're here for the audio. The visuals are there to help everybody along. So, who knows?
Okay, hold on. I need to fix this because I'm getting massive delay.
You're a massive delay. I should probably...
How many dice do we need? That's my question.
Who does what now?
How much dice do we need?
Fuck all. Right now.
Well, I mean, if you don't have any real dice, you can just if you just go to fucking Google, you can type in roll dice, and you can literally roll them right there in the Google. Feed thing.
I have enough sets. I have a load of sets of dice. Brian can attest to that, and Foxy can too after seeing my group chat message.
You won't have to do anything for the next 15 minutes.
Okay.
So
I'm getting...
worry about that.
I'm just getting ready anyway. Don't worry.
Now, can you tell me if this is coming in okay?
I mean, I'm definitely
loud and clear.
I'm definitely coming if that's any use.
And which of the Foxes is this?
Yeah, it's really hard to tell. It's really hard to tell who is who.
It's the real one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely not Foxy.
Hashtag definitely not. You have to kind of I think you have to change your profile. We got Foxy, the real Foxy. Definitely not Foxy. I'm in the fucking Fox den here. It's actually, I've had a dream like this before, but I'm not going to go into it.
There.
I'm speaking and I'm getting a delay.
As in you... Okay, Niall, quick audio test for me. Follow along with the next letter in the alphabet. A.
B.
C.
D.
E.
F.
Yeah, okay, so there's a bit of a delay. If you have the I mean, user here, if you have the stream on, kill the stream and save your RAM.
We should definitely be using the Discord audio instead of the stream audio.
Oh yeah, well,
like you shouldn't be listening to Brian on the stream.
Yeah,
that'll have
screen
like a 5 seconds delay.
Yeah, I've screen captured.
Hold on.
Oh, thank you, Joe. Thank you muchly.
Right,
I mean, yeah,
not
that's
getting
Joe.
it.
I've got to
So
be honest with you.
listen,
That suits me. I don't really care.
I was getting you through the stream, so
Nah, get me through the.
I know you can still hear me, but I cannot hear you just yet.
La
Hold on.
la 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 la
I'm
la
about to
la
fix this.
la la. I mean,
You tried hearing louder.
listen harder.
Hear louder.
Yeah, hear harder, better, faster, stronger. That's what that song was about, right?
What's the one?
Gonna do the social medias. Okay, do we right? Dean's Artificer. Alan, are you sticking with Druid?
Ouch.
Druid. Oh fuck, I don't know. No, fuck Druid because I don't know any of the spells and shit, and I'm clearly not making a fucking. I will go Bard.
Fuck.
Bard the shit
Now,
out of this.
can you hear me there?
Yes. Are you able to hear us?
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah,
And there's no
fuck's sake.
delay. Thank God.
Yay.
Get that. Just doing my social medias. So, do we know what we're playing? Alan's playing
Oh,
Bard.
please get rid of that name.
Which one?
Okay.
Oh
Like-
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, don't
the chocolate man.
like I know that it's a mess, but like no, like it can't be
Actively
certain. yeah.
scouring social media at the moment, I would think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
There we go. Should be fixed. Back to OG.
Grant.
2
Just
seconds.
don't want
Also,
you get...
I'm going to change that image as well. That was just a joke to you.
Oh yeah, I know that. Like I know it's a joke. Just yeah, you can't stick
I know
with it
that
though.
one storyline was. I know that was storyline.
Brian
Now,
Fox's character,
It
Dean
definitely
is
is.
a bit. Dean, can you just follow on with the alphabet with me? I'm going to say a letter and you say the next letter, okay?
No matter.
A,
B,
C,
D,
E,
F,
G,
P.
H.
Don't know my alphabet.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Dean, what's the last thing you ate?
What?
What's
F.
the last thing that you ate? Audio test.
I had Tikva.
There you go. More details, please.
What? I had pizza and chips. It's not much.
What was on the pizza?
Chicken.
How many chips?
I can't count.
There you go.
There's at least 4.
How's that?
Yeah, there's a minimum of 4 required for like
I
for
assume
to be
so.
called
Yeah.
pizza and chips.
Oh, you're
Or else it's just a couple of chip.
oh, Alan, you're bringing Willie. You're bringing your Willie to this fucking children's play.
It's the only bard. It's the only bard I'll ever play.
Pause.
Son of a fucking bitch. Cool. So Dean is playing. I can't believe he's not Artificer. No,
Wait.
no.
Yes.
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 What you playing, babes?
I don't know. I'll probably stick with the barbarian that I
You're
was
going.
last time.
You're just going smash.
And then smash.
Cool.
Smash. Smashing.
This me. The social media is
Smashing, darling.
What level are we playing at?
out.
Or is it ambiguous?
I mean, this. I want to
That's a
get.
good
I want to
question.
get this squared with yous now. I'm
Okay.
gonna throw shit at yous, and yous are gonna do things. That's essentially the way I have it worked. If you want to go super rulesy, we can.
Nah, keep it loosey goosey.
Yeah, like
I just want to make sure that I'm not using like fucking
take
level spells and shit.
take it.
So I was thinking what, like level 3 or something, right?
Yeah,
So
look, go with
we got the making of a class and we got some shit
Go
to work with.
go at level 3 and whatever interface yous are working off. Go with that. If you want something fucking cooler, justify it and let's have fun. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
we'll use 3 as a starting, but if you know that you really want to use a level 4 or 5 or whatever spell, we'll make it work.
The rule of cool. If it's gonna be fun, fucking do it. But don't break the game.
I have a very kind of I have 2 options for yous that we will now play out. Joe, yes, of course we can call Foxy the sexual Milky Bar. Niall, please adjust your screen name accordingly. Or at least within your heart. Adjust it within your heart.
Let's see. Trying to remember how I changed this.
Go into profile, I think. There's like a little pencil.
There you go. Okay. What was it? Fucking a sexual Milky Bar. Okay.
God damn it.
So, are we as comfortable as we need to be? Is there the right level of dehydration or hydration required to do any type of this bullshit? Yes?
Now, sorry, I may have missed this
Um,
with all the fucking about, but are we actually using an actual game an actual character sheet, or are we just winging it off the cuff?
Try to work off the mechanics we already know. And we'll go from there.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
I'm not
because-
using like
Yeah.
I'm not like playing properly off my character sheet, but I'm gonna reference Willie's character sheet
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
fucking remind myself of what a bard does. You know.
Look, get on
okay.
go onto Google a whatever class you have and work off the basic structures of that. It's gonna become apparent real quick that this isn't Dungeons and Dragons. This is D&B. So we are using
And wow,
we
are you aiming 3 or 5?
aim for 3, but if you see something as you're flicking through, then the answer is yes, but we will make it fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, some of you were drinking from giant alcoholic monsters
Yeah,
in the last session. So
Yeah.
yeah.
exactly.
um,
I didn't want to leave. Like I rolled for breath.
So, Brian.
Yes, it is I.
So, does my mechanical partner
Yes.
have his own? Does he have his own character sheet, or is he working off my stats?
He is no. Your ramble is all right. We're gonna get. Let's say all right. It is 28 minutes past. Let's go through any questions or any kind of. If you just want to figure stuff out, I'm gonna go through the people who I'm pretty sure need more questioning first. Alan, I'm pretty sure you're set to go. Yes.
Nah, I'm good. Yeah.
Exactly. Niall, any
Uh,
parameters you want to run by me?
not that I'm aware of. I know that I have now a fucking yo-yo now. Like
You have
a skull yo-yo.
Yeah, you
So-
have to. I
based
will-
on last time.
I will make up this bullshit as I go, but you will get a certain level of hits on that, and you will have to reload your battle yo-yo. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Because you have an enemy there. I will let you use that enemy up until a certain point, and then you will have to reuse.
And then he breaks.
But
yeah.
whatever mechanics you can, I'm in my head. I'm thinking Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm thinking Beyblade here. So you get fucking fun with this. Okay. You really think about the mechanics of what you're gonna do, and give me 3 attacking styles for you.
Okay.
And you can go from there. You can also have like a standard bludgeoning, slashing, or whatever you want to have as well.
So he can do like walking the dog and like the fucking through the triangle thing and
Yeah.
what are the other moves?
Like, I'm like top of my head. It's
the world.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
I'm thinking Yondu. I'm actually thinking Yondu from fucking Guardians.
Okay. So
Like,
that'll be-
his little
I will
fucking
go
weapon
for
is like
okay. I'll say that's your main one. I'll go for a Sonic. How about Sonic Spin Dash, a Beyblade spinning top, and then and then the Yondu special. All
Sure.
right. So you can scale them.
3 different attacks.
You can scale them accordingly. The Spin Dash is essentially a walking the dog, so you can bring it back. The Beyblade, it will go, and you will roll for it. You will. It may or may not come back to you. And the Yondu, it will come back to you, but it will eventually break, and you will have to
Yeah.
reload an enemy, a new body. And
Yeah.
we'll be dealing with grappling and strength checks and all of that to get them under your kind of yo-yoed condition, tooling onto the grappling condition. But if there's anything else you can think of, write it down. We will get to it as it kind of happens and throw it at me as it happens. I get used all of the way to say, "Hi, Dean. What do you want to figure out? I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. So let's
Okay.
casually work through it. Let's be chill about it. But yes, you ask questions. We have humans here. We have chat available. So let's tool this out together. My pitch to you has been: it's an artificer whose arcane focus has been given sentience and made whole and made body. Your arcane focus is ramble. It can now do walkie-talkie. Your wand is in the world and walking around. So no, to answer your first question, he does not have stats like you do.
Okay.
So everything
That's
you want to,
all I can.
like, we have your level 3. He has 3 hulls to take melee damage. And then as magical effects happen, we will deal with them as they arise. He has a limited capacity to absorb lightning damage, of which will charge him. After a certain threshold, it will then damage, hurt, or otherwise disengage. So I don't want you standing right in front of Thor going, "Fucking hit me, you cunt."
That was fairly obvious. I knew that would be a thing. Like, he's just a robot. He's not going to fight like a regular thing. Like,
I mean, I have no idea what he's going to be fighting, so who knows?
I know, but like, I've one intriguing one. You said it doesn't have fire resistance due to being tiefling, but do I still? Well,
you do.
I still do. Okay. But since Firebolt is part of Infernal for background, does he get access to Firebolt, or is that just my character?
No,
it's not.
You can.
Okay.
You can, in the same way that I said to Niall. What are his 3 forms of attack? We have the snatch blaster we did the other day, where he latches onto the enemy and tries to the intimate Eldritch Blast, essentially. And then we have your Omega Beam, your super duper chest shot, and then a AN other, which I kind of have reserved for your blueprints to give him some form of melee attack.
Yeah, that, like, I have a few ideas for melee anyway for him.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, I feel like an overuse of magic on him could cause a few different effects to him.
We're not getting into the full, cause and effect here. I'm not talking I'm not talking Pokemon. Every time you use fucking takedown, you take a certain amount of damage. I am not going into that level of detail yet. You can tell me if you want to do that, and then your other players might correct you. But feel free to rejig each other as things are going on. If you don't think mechanics are working, you think it's broken as fuck. Also, Alan, the lads are getting quite fun things. What fun things would you like? They're kind of going off script. So, is there anything in particular you want Willie to have?
Can I have a silver bucket?
I think it goes without saying.
No, like a second silver bucket.
So you want a double bucket? Okay, but your second. Okay.
Just a slightly larger bucket to put the other bucket in.
Yeah. Okay, I'll allow that, but it has to have tiny dragon wings.
Okay. Right. Cool. Yeah. So it like floats around beside me. Yeah, like a little familiar, like a little fucking owl or whatever.
Yeah. You can.
Okay.
You have through your Are we saying canonically this is happening after Strad?
Nothing that happens in this session is canonical for Strad.
No, I mean, this is for you as in the great timeline in the Adventures of Willie.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a being
No.
outside of time and space. So
No, because by the end of Strad, you're already like 8 or 9
Yeah.
like level. So
cool. No,
so it could always be an intermediary.
yeah,
like-
you have you have a
Sure,
float.
whatever.
You have a floating bucket that
Yeah.
keeps your other bucket, which keeps
Yeah,
what I'm quite sure will
it's just
be
these steps perfectly inside of the
Yeah.
the bigger bucket.
A bucket within a bucket within a bucket.
a back.
within a bucket.
Yeah, it's a Russian doll bucket situation, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I-
Yeah,
Inside this bucket
if
is another smaller bucket.
just so you,
What have I set myself up to?
Rob Schneider is a bucket.
Joe has
Rob Schneider as Rob Schneider.
Dean. It sounds like you have a sex robot. When it's called his mechanical partner.
And his mechanical partner.
Yes. So, Niall, character name?
Well, we'll go with Boar.
Boar. Cool. I will.
Come along, Bort.
I will be throwing. I'll be throwing stupid questions at you, and if you can say lore not found, that's fine. So we got Boar,
Boar the Barbarian.
Willie, Dean. What is your actual character's name?
Did I say it last week? Did I?
Do you think I retained
Is it
that?
going with Rain?
No, you didn't.
No, it doesn't. Shit.
Put a load of vowels and consonants together.
No names were
Ooh.
given.
Okay. Let's just go Rain.
Fantastic.
Let's go with that.
R-A-I
'Cause now I'm a cowboy.
or R-A-N-E or E-I-N. Rain.
Or
Yeah.
rain, as
Yeah.
in raindrop.
Yeah.
I'll spell
Don't
it
fuck with
multiple.
Um,
So rain and rain, bit of
Um,
or, bit of or and or. Rain and ramble. Okay.
Yeah.
Alan, off the top of your head, and actually Niall, you're a penchant of this cinematic universe. What is the name of the cowboy imp out of Has-Been Hotel? I want to say,
Cowboy
Moxie?
imp.
oh no, I want to say is it Striker?
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
Yeah,
Striker.
yeah, Striker. The bounty hunter. Yeah. That's Striker.
Okay. In my head,
Mhm.
Dean, you are Striker from Has-Been Hotel. Or not Has-Been.
God, no. I'm not a bad
But you
guy.
mean hell of a boss, isn't it?
Yeah. Hell of a.
It's hell of
Yeah,
a
hell of
boss, yeah.
Yeah. That in my mind,
Yeah.
that's what I'm seeing. You are a tiefling version of him.
Hmm.
Norman
Reedus.
Yeah. Norman.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm a cowboy.
I'm
Yow.
I'm rewatching Norman Reedus and his amazing fetus at the moment. So also known as Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. Yeah.
So we know what we're doing, we know what we're playing as, and we may as well just begin. Having last fought inside the busting boil of the patron who we learned his name was Knack. Today, yous have drank, celebrated, many pats on the back, new friends have been made because of a random encounter between a couple of goblins and an orc tribal leader who is able to wield a staff with mesmerizing forces that made Knack forget his own name. The tavern is in disarray. There was a goblin flung at the wall, having missed one of you, and crashed directly into Knack's famous pizza oven. Knack now needs supplies to remake his pizza oven. So, yous are in the tavern. Yous have woken up. You're kind of dealing with for all yous. Can you give me a constitution check to see how last night went for yous? How he is feeling this morning?
What dice are you using?
19.
D20. Just give me
That's
a
19.
Damn. Boar is just flying it. Having no
The
fucking
17.
7. Willie's had a fucking session or two behind a session or two with a side order, a session or two. How's Rain doing?
Well, 17, but I'll take the 7.
Yeah, no, you're
Well, I'm fucked. Well, I'm
Willie
fucked.
likes
I
the
got
session.
5.
5. Okay, Rain.
He is hanging.
Rain's an artificer, right? Rain is a lad who's happy behind what we're all behind now. He's good behind the desk. He's good on a console. He's good with Ramble's controller in his hand, but he doesn't go on the sesh too often. You've got 5 on Constitution.
Puny lightweight.
Okay. What do you think Rain would have done first, or would have been more likely for Rain to do, having drank more than he's ever drank before? Is Rain a vomiter? Would he piss the bed, or would he shit himself? What do you think?
Definitely more puke. I'd say more puke.
Okay,
Just
so
everywhere.
he's just walking down, and you can just see there's a few stains that aren't there before. Do you know if Ramble has any prestidigitation or any kind of cleaning function?
On that note, before you have a chance to clean it, fucking Willie floats on over and just gets a single fucking handful of vomit, just scoops up like a big fucking slurry of vomit, and just puts it, just kind of shakes it off his hand into his bucket.
Fab. Alan, Willie, can you just add to your itinerary there?
I got it. Yeah, handful of vomit.
Handful, specifically handful of chocolate rain. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, chocolate rain. Okay,
Chocolate rain.
Got there you go, buddy. I helped you out.
There you go. Yeah. And confirm with me before we go. Do you want character names or personal names? What suits your brains?
Whatever works for you.
Fab.
Peter.
Good.
I'll go with Willie.
Yeah, cool. Okay,
I'll go
so
Yeah, character name is better
Cool.
for me.
so Rain,
Keeps you on track.
Rain, you're after walking into the middle of the tavern. This satyr bard has magically dropped his disguised self from the last encounter. He is no longer the druid you knew, but he is of the Feywild, a satyr bard. Alan, can you please let those who do not know, can you let them know a little bit more about Willie, please?
Yeah. I'm a satyr. He's like fucking half goat. He's like the lower half of a goat, the top half of a human, but like with little goat fucking horns and goat ears. He's from Willie is from the Feywild, right? So where all the fairies and magical shit is, but he travels to the mortal planes, fucking drinking and boozing and fighting. He particularly likes the countryside and the like Irish and Scottish types areas. So he's taken on like a very Scottish look. He wears a kilt and he's got fuzzy white hair and he plays the bagpipes. Except he made the bagpipes himself out of some pan flute fucking tubes and an old roll scrotum. That's it. That's Willie.
Niall, or as we were referring to you now, Boar. What race is Boar?
Or he's a human.
Oh, filthy man blood.
Yeah. Filthy man blood. Like just he's your quintessential, basically, like not so much a big brew. He's just like he's normal size because he's a human, but like he's all he believes in is fighting.
Yeah.
So like if he's not drinking and if he's not fighting, he's fucking. And if he's not doing any of them in any order, like it's a bad day for people.
So you're
So.
a fighting man.
Yeah.
I'll fight you for a pint.
So he's he
Really? Game on. Boom.
On
They just start arm wrestling in the middle of the fucking tavern. There you go.
all right, both
Yeah.
both you roll a strength check for me if you're arm wrestling.
Which?
Give me a pose strength.
Okay. What are we rolling?
The D20 and fudge your stats accordingly.
Yeah, I rolled a 12, but I got a -1, so 11.
Cool.
Bollocks. I have a fucking 2.
You rolled
An 8 in strength, and you're fucking.
okay. That's fine.
You're probably still a bit weak from the hangover.
Bor, as you go to clasp hands with Willie, you see that his hand is covered in vomit, and you just proper
And straight away.
you just can't. It's more like he doesn't slam your hand down. You just kind of recoil in disgust. More out of surprise than anything else. Like how so, what type of clothing or lack of does Bor have?
Boar will be very similar to what's his name? I would say Conan the Barbarian, but he's not as bulky.
Okay, so we're
Like,
talking like
and
animal. We're talking animal pelt style kind of.
Yeah, animal pelt style. Like not even fucking like super muscular. He's very lean. Like
So on his animal pelt, you see a tribal kind of crest and insignia that looks to be the letters DFD, which Boar thinks stands for drinking. Oh no, DFF, drinking, fucking, and fighting. But when really it is actually like his creed and his like what is known in his tribe, a chant that they use for communal ceremony. So he has the letters DFF just on it, or what looks to be the acclamation of DFF. Could be some type.
I'm surprised you didn't go FDF.
Sure, we're here now. It's canon now.
There, right, FDF. There you go.
FD
Just sounds better.
Fantastic. FDF. Even if like think of it in very Ohm style letterings, of which we may learn what it actually means once I can make it up on the spot. So we have learned about Willie. We have learned about Boar. Now, Dean, tell us, who the fuck is Rain?
Well, howdy. So I'm the tiefling, as I said before, which I'm from hell. I like the Raven Queen. I don't know what else I can say because I'm not good at this stuff too much.
Do you
I'm
know?
a bit tipsy. So.
Do you know why Rain is on this particular plane? Why isn't he in hell?
I think I'm getting a bit bored down there. I just want to explore and make some new craft and probably make some money while I'm at it.
Okay.
How about you climbed out of a portal that you found because you wanted to get out of hell, and you wound up climbing out of my bucket into this tavern.
I mean,
That makes sense.
I mean, if we're
I like buckets.
cool.
My bucket has functioned before as an intergalactic fucking.
I know
means
it
of
just sounds.
planar
It's so
transportation.
ridiculous that I love it.
Interdimensional cowboy hellhole portal.
Luckily, you managed to climb out before the vomit went in. So, I mean, as far as my bucket goes, that's a good
to be
day.
fair.
No, that would have been hilarious if it like as he's climbing out, the fucking vomit is like landing on him as he comes out.
The
That'd be a paradox.
the new
That'd be a bit of a
the new subtext and running theme for this campaign is now Stargate Bucket.
that's our new campaign name as well.
Your
Operation Stargate Bucket.
Willie,
SG bucket.
yeah, Willie, you will now be able to use your bucket like a form of compass to kind of let you know what if you have virtually like Jack Sparrow's compass. If you have something in the bucket that is attached to what you need, then you can use your bucket to help guide you. If there's winding paths or forking roads, your bucket will give you a little hint of what way you can go. So yous are all there chatting. All of you now covered in various forms of vomit, and Knack walks out. And he says, "Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for helping me with those people. I've lots of work to do today. There's a hole in my roof where a goblin was thrown, and they have destroyed my pizza oven. I'm very sorry. I was going to give you nice pizza, but if you go help get the bits that make up the pizza oven and you come back, then we can have pizza. Does that sound like fun?"
That
Oh,
sounds like
no.
fun. Let's go. Where do we go?
What happened
What?
to your beautiful tavern? That was these horrible people, and I heard some ugly fucking druids wrecked your place. Oh, that's a shame, man. Look,
How dare they?
if it was me, I'd definitely help out. Cleaning the place up. But clearly, I wasn't here. And this guy owes me a pint. So when you're ready.
Knack
1 pint there.
Knack just kind of looks and he goes, "You have your legs. Huh?" I'm actually gonna.
Oh, sorry.
I'm actually gonna
on a
do.
pair of pants.
I'm actually gonna do my own. Yeah, no, he rolled a 4 on an intelligence check to figure out what's going on. So he's just walked out expecting to see like a humanoid druid, and now he just sees a goat person. He thoroughly believes you are the druid. You can try to convince him otherwise, but he just thinks this is animal magic now. He thinks because you did magic,
Oh, okay.
he thinks, oh, it's okay. You did magic and now you're a little goat man. That's okay. I don't judge. It's fine.
Yeah, he seems pretty okay with
That
the whole
image is
situation. So
fucking
I'm not gonna try and lead him on anymore.
That image is brilliant.
He's
Yeah. Fucking Joe just sent that to me there.
Yeah.
I think he's listening.
yeah. So we have you'll have two options of how you would like to get the components for the pizza oven, of which you will need bricks, some of which are there. There is the actual porcelain encapsulation, the actual oven itself. You'll need either forms of clay or some form of dome to make oven happen, and then some form or source of fire. Knack has informed you. Look, usually, I'm able to because we got our little cube guys, and I'm able to use the offshoot of their cubey juices, and I'm able to burn that. But someone drank all of my cube, so we're running low. So,
Or a good man. Did you
Shush.
drink all his liquor? All right.
Shush.
he is definitely looking at Boar, saying, "You drank
Shush.
a lot, and now it's okay, because I'll give you a little travel cube. Here you go." He hands each one of you a small, like a shot equivalent of your preferred alcoholic gelatinous cube. Boar, you had your cola cube. Rain, you had your Tanora and whiskey. Willie, what type of drink do you go for? If you were offered something from the top shelf, what would you go for?
An old fucking single malt scotch, some fucking Lagavulin or something
Okay.
smoky like that.
This is a single malt gelatinous cube,
Beautiful.
of which if you pierce it, you could drink it, or you can just throw it back, Haribo style. So you all have a gelatinous, call it a gelatinous shot, of which you can employ later on if you so choose. The effects of which I haven't decided what they do yet.
Does it work as a suppository?
I mean, you can try it. You could try it you can try it whenever you want to, but
He wants to get drunk faster.
I mean,
There's a few modes of transport, you know.
So you have
I'll figure
prison
it away.
pocket.
But,
Prison pocket will work.
you have 3 things that you need to get. Joe, I just like I like things in jelly form. What can I like? I really did vibe with Destiny's Child. That message stuck with me because now these guys are quite literally ready with this.
Handling jelly.
You're right. You are right there. So, you have 3 things you need to get. The source of fire is not readily available in the tavern for you, Willie, to use your bucket compass. Or your com bucket, if you will. So the bricks are there. A little bit of clay is there. So you can find your way to them without any real solid effort or traversal required. You're still gonna have to get there, and well, you've upset a local goblin camp. So what item do you think you would like to try and find first?
But you said the bricks were there. Like there's some bricks there.
There's a few bricks there. You need more. The bricks are the easiest thing to get. The clay is the second.
Are there any other buildings nearby?
No, the tavern itself is kind of just off, right, kind of on the edge. It's at the corner of a road on a mountainside. It's the last kind of lay-by, really. So
I can't just go take some bricks off somebody's fucking like sitting room wall or some shit. Okay.
I mean, you can try and like it's a tavern. It's wooden. There's only one real bit of.
I was thinking the exact same thing as Alan there. Like, just like, oh yeah, go next door and just like break their wall and fucking bring it back.
Start a fight there and just make some more shrapnel.
I mean,
I've got a great idea.
Far away.
Are we like close to like a large hill or mountain? Did you say that we're like out in fucking?
Yeah,
what if we
the bursting boil is pivoted on the edge of a cliffside? So yeah, what are you thinking?
Right. Well, what if we climbed the fucking cliff? See, right, found some sort of a large boulder, and roll the boulder down the hill in an attempt to fucking smash it into something large in the general area.
Fantastic.
To break it up into smaller fucking bricks, like.
Okay.
You know full well that's gonna fucking like just go into the nearest fucking building.
Well, look, yeah, we like to dice decide.
Collateral.
You know?
Okay.
Collateral.
So pick
risk I'm willing to take.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Everyone.
Wait,
yes, sir.
Yeah. Wanna come? Sorry.
Go for it.
So with me being tiefling in infernal, do I have access to fire in general? Because we have fire sorted. If I can use fire,
I will let you. Yeah, but we need like a sustainable fuel source. Unless you want to literally stand there all day trying to produce flame, you're just going to be like you're going to be the equivalent of someone with a Lynx can and a lighter cooking a pizza.
Okay.
Now,
do I
ignite the fire?
I will absolutely, given the fact that Alan will quite easily be able to find the 2 other sources, keep that in mind, that you can sense certain types of fire. Keep that in mind, and that will.
I don't know why you're saying I'll be able to find this other shit.
Yeah, well, I told you, your bucket is a compass. Your bucket is your new bucket, your new floating around bucket with its wings. If you put something into that bucket, you can attune to it, and it will kind of give you an idea of where to go and get it. But you've already said you want to climb down the side of a cliff to get a boulder.
I'm up the side of a cliff.
That's yous are gonna have to go down.
Boulders roll downhill.
Yous are gonna have to go. Well, yous are at the top of a cliff. You want to go where exactly? You want to go?
I want to go higher.
But you want to go higher, then you're gonna have to jump. But I'll take that as gospel unless any other player wants to pick left, right, or down the mountainside.
Have you ever seen a billy goat climb a sheer cliff?
Yeah,
it does it with grace and finesse.
Fantastic. Yeah, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. The barbarian
Meh.
probably gonna be okay. Dean, you want to start thinking about Ramble having some type of traversal function, okay? So,
Oh,
Willie,
Leave it with me, lads. Leave it with me. I walk out on a mission.
every single one of you, Knack is a bit confused, and he was just gonna tell you about like the tradesman down the road, but you burst out the door filled with piss and vinegar, and you are now scaling down this mountain cliff. Can all of you make a dexterity check for me? Alan, you can do so with advantage. Niall, if you want to flavor how you're climbing, I will also give you advantage. Dean, you better come up with something real clever that Ramble can do to help you get down this mountain.
Ramble, activate grappling mode, please.
Okay, cool. So, are you full on diddly Pokemon style, taking them out, fixing your cowboy hat, and you throw Ramble for grappling mode? Yeah.
No, I'm not going to throw him at this time. I'm just going to place him down gently.
Okay.
I feel throwing him sometimes is a bit too cruel.
Does Ramble kind of go to you backpack style and help you like Spider-Man arm style, or how does Ramble actually allow you to traverse this?
He kind of creates like a backpack.
Yeah.
If you get me. So like basically kind of creates a harness in general.
In the same way that we have the force attack, he uses reverse eldritch polarity to bring you towards. If you look up your eldritch invocations now, you can actually he's essentially bringing you to every single time like you're repelling off it. I'm gonna have to get. Can you make 3 dexterity checks for me? You can do so. I will let you do one with advantage. It's wet.
Okay.
It's rain. You're covered in puke.
A 20-sided, yeah?
Yeah, 20.
So
you're pretty
base 1 is a 2.
A 2? Yeah, take advantage on that.
A 2.
Take advantage.
So I don't.
Roll it again.
So 2. I have a 2. I'll roll again there. I got a 7.
Fantastic. You're a level 3 artificer. You're pretty dexterous. So yeah, I'll let you pass that. Ramble is using a lot of his energy and a lot of force to get you here. So you need to make sure you're doing your work here as well. I think you forgot that you should be climbing also.
Yeah, I'm a bit.
Give me another.
I may be a bit.
He doesn't have practical intelligence.
He's book smart, not street smart.
Yeah.
I'm a robot man.
What's your second roll?
So, second roll was a 14.
Excellent. And hold that there. Boar, can I have three subs? How are you climbing?
So I decided fuck it, I'm gonna do ridiculous. I'm gonna defy physics, plot and everything. Just I'm gonna go ridiculous, like Xena Warrior Princess down the fucking mountain.
Okay, so are you telling me you have yo-yoed this carcass of a goblin, crushed it into the ground, tied it to the top, and just sprinted like reverse Batman and Robin down the side of the cliff?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, I will only ask you to make 2 dexterity checks then. One of which do so with advantage.
Oh shit, no. Oh no, 5. Fuck that, hold on. Roll again.
That advantage really helped.
Oh, thank God. 18. Holy shit.
18 on your first, then give me another.
The fuck was that? 11.
You're good.
For the second one.
Do you Xena Warrior Princess? Yeah. What is your battle cry?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Just for shits and giggles,
Cool. Well, that's canon now. Laura,
it's like
you
Dungeon
still have
Soup.
a carcass attached to your fucking
yo-yo? Yeah. From last night. You're probably only gonna get one more full use out of that. You may need to reload.
Yeah, he has a life bar.
Yeah.
Kind of like a necromancer, you know. He uses the dead bodies of.
Well, in the
Back
same way,
Arise.
in the same way, I'll say per barbarian level. So you're level 3, you get 3 uses. You've slammed them into the ground. I'd say that takes a lot more, and you've used them there last night as well. So you've one more use, and we'll tool it accordingly if it makes sense. So, Alan,
Mhm.
you are Willie. You're a
Yep.
satyr. You are fucking you are fucking you are fucking piss strong and gelatinous cubed up in your back pocket. I will only ask you to make one dexterity check, and you can do so with advantage.
Yeah, I did that, and with advantage, I got an 8.
I would on the die you got an 8. Yeah. Okay.
I got an 8 and a 4. Yeah.
Okay. So you see Ramble. You see Ramble and Rain are kind of stumbling. They kind of just mechanically and eldritch rappel down in kind of 3 movements. Kind of stumbling, kind of unsure at the start, but finds their rhythm and they land down no problem. Then Boar just yo-yos a goblin into the ground, tethers it to the top, and just all the way down. And Willie is just fucking JoJo Bizarre Adventure, fucking goat walking down. And maybe it's just like the ridiculousness of what's happening below, or maybe just a gust of wind just takes him. But he just right at the last bit that he really needs to be careful on, he stumbles a bit. And can you make a constitution check for me, please?
Yes, sirree. That'll be a 3.
Okay. You've fallen from 5. You've fallen from 5 feet up. I'm gonna make a check just to see.
Fallen from grace.
Okay, yeah, you have legitimately just landed Homer Simpson style. This is more painful than it looks. On a jagged rock. So, lads, the guy whose plan it was to come down here is now just slumped over a rock. So, what would you like to do now?
To be fair, I plan on going up the fucking mountain. I don't know what we're doing going down the mountain, but the other 2 guys went that way, so I followed.
Yeah. So, lads, your new compatriot is now slumped over a rock. What would you like to do? I'm saying you're essentially you've been knocked prone, Willie, for your own.
Are you taking damage?
My back.
Depending on how you do this, maybe. Let's see.
All right. I'm gonna walk up to him and it's like, okay, that looks like it hurts. I can help you, but you gotta return the favor.
Please, God, kill me.
Is it just?
Okay.
Is it just?
Here comes Boar.
Whoa.
What am I fucking, like, part of my spine is bulging out through my stomach.
Boar's just reach.
Please help me.
Boar's standing to the left of this rock and reaching his arm out. So in that moment, Rain, how would you assist the other side?
So I am going to direct. Basically, I'm gonna have Ramble launch out like a line to try and wrap around Willie, and then he can like drag him back up and then cast Cure Wounds.
Fantastic. Cause you're shooting the line, then make an attack.
D20.
D20 for most checks, if not all of them.
Okay. 11.
11. Cool. You're fine. Yeah. So between Boar and Rain, lovely, lean, strong barbarian arm takes hold of Willie. Do you take hold of his clothing, Boar, or do you take hold of his arm? How do you grab him?
I go for his arm.
Cool. So you like proper like latch on to each other, and then
Yeah.
in the same manner with
Like
your other,
I give him the brother clasp.
yeah, and
like-
with your other arm stretched out, right? This like Omega Red style tendril just whips around your arm, locks, cinches into place, and you're pulled back up, and you just hear a loud, and like one of your vertebrae just kind of clicks, and like there's a little bit of pain relief, and you just feel, oh, just so wonderful and
Oh,
so much
God.
better. Dean, you may mark off a spell slot for use of Cure Wounds.
Thanks, lads. Fucking note to self: I'm not that kind of goat.
He ain't that. He may be a goat, but he's not the goat at climbing, at least.
Figuring
So
out this whole goat thing.
yous are down on at the edge of a cliff, and there are boulders. There is many materials. There is, I mean, from what you can see, if you so choose, Willie, you can tap on your bucket there and ask it what way it would like to show you where to get these racks and these bricks.
Come on, bucket boy. Give it a tap.
Yep.
Fucking bucket on the ground. Find the rock. Cause your sound.
Wonderful. Are you going to commit to that rhyming scheme going forward? Yeah.
Oh God, no, bro.
Don't have to.
Don't-
You're fine.
yeah.
You're fine.
Listen.
To the same tune of the wax paper on a plastic comb, just a woo, little hovering noise, just woo, just kind of flitters and flutters down a little bit more of the beach, where you see like an actual legit normal staircase and pulley system that Knack uses to get the stones from this quarry that you could have used rather than just scaling the fucking scaling the side of a cliff. So you can climb back up if you so choose, or you could use the stairs and the pulley system. I leave that decision up to you. But you have gained the rocks in the quarry that Knack uses to form the bricks, to form the first part of his pizza oven. So how would you like to bring the bricks back up?
Not the way we
Buckets.
came.
I'm gonna separate my buckets and put as many bricks as I can into both of them.
Yeah. Bor, how do you carry or take the buckets? I would personally love if you use some part of your loincloth, just as a. At which point you can lift up your loincloth and show Willie share a similar culture.
Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift them and tie them to my belt.
Cool.
So, like any Bleen adventure, it's this magical fucking item that just holds everything.
Yeah, no, it's you've
Like-
you full on you have full on yo-yoed them around you and clasped and just locked in, and the actual the small fully dead goblin just latches around it because of the centripetal force. He actually looks like he's holding one of the bricks, so it looks like you have a little goblin brick belt buckle. Cool. So Willie has stacked up his various buckets. Bor, you have just kind of quite literally Death Stranding the load of bricks onto you and wound your yo-yo around it, just and just latched it all in place. Rain, how do you carry the load?
So I am going to head up the cliff
Okay.
myself, and then I'm going to use Ramble as like a winch system and just winch it up with Ramble as like a platform.
Well, you have like you have a pulley system in place already to actually carry
Nah, pulley system for bitches.
So you're saying you're gonna go up the top? You're going to the top
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
gonna head
cliff?
back.
Unassisted and unassisted and entirely on your own. Fantastic. And Ramble is where exactly?
Oh, flip.
That's
Correct,
fine.
and my math's wrong.
That's fine. I'm listening.
So
You're at
there,
the top of a cliff
okay, I can't.
on your own. Fantastic. And Ramble is where?
He'd be down getting
Yeah,
bricks,
he's
wouldn't
going to be down with the lads. So
Uh,
you're saying he's going to like just
Yeah.
spread out platform style, just carry a load of things, just like a floating
he? Yeah, he's
like a
basically-
floating forklift, and you're just kind of craning like
yeah, kind of like that.
just like bringing them up. All right,
He's
cool.
a little forklift guy now.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. That's okay. I don't see any problem with that whatsoever. You have successfully brought back the bricks for the pizza oven. Congratulations. Well done. You go into the tavern, Nack says, it took you kind of longer than expected. Oh. Yeah, probably should have said there's a pulley system. Well.
What are you talking about? We took the fast way down.
Yeah, Knack goes, you've done wonderful. Now, there's a reason why they call me Knack. Yeah. And he starts grabbing the bricks, and it looks like he's just chucking them at the wall, but they all land and just form perfectly the base of the pizza oven now. And he's like, all right, we got the legs. Now, we need to give it a little hat. That's what I call it. So, there's 2 roads that lead away from the tavern. One road goes to the left, and the other one goes to the other left. And then down there's some like pottery makers, and they make kind of clay. Or then there's like this other place that's kind of scary. I don't tend to go there. But that one, that's scary. It makes it really hot, 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 and you get really nice pizza. Or you can go the safe way, and you can have like very nice pizza, the equivalent of Domino's, whatever that may be. So you have the option of the far better clay source, or you can have the perfectly standard, nothing wrong with it, middle aisle in Lidl and Aldi clay source. So what would you like?
I want the greatest pizza ever.
That's one vote.
No.
One vote for super clay.
I'm going to ask Knack a question first.
Absolutely.
So you're saying this place is a bit scary, my man. What's going on?
It's like it's an enchanted wood, I believe.
Enchanted wood.
Yeah, like I'll go in there and like there's like these trees, and then there's like these. I don't really look. I kind of run and I grab and I run away. Yeah. I don't really know what's in there. I just know if I run fast enough and grab hard enough, I get the good clay. Just that.
You usually use the better quality clay. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, if you want a really good one, you get a really good one. I just thought I'd give you full information that is scary.
Well, I'm from Enchanted Forests, so that's where my vote is.
Well, fantastic. Do you feel the same, Rain?
I don't trust spooky forests much.
Well,
So
Oh.
I'd rather be safe than sorry.
I believe that we are employing democracy, so it doesn't matter what you said.
That's okay.
Congratulations, everyone. See you later. Bye. Just head out of the wood. You head out towards the wood. Is there anything Willie, you know of enchanted woods? Is there anything you're kind of expecting to see of any previous experiences you've had?
If you see any old, ugly, green, fucking hag-looking ladies with like really bad fucking countryside English accents, fucking run, just run.
Fantastic.
That's a witch, or a hag. Other than that, no, in fucking Enchanted Forest where I'm from, you literally don't know what you're gonna see any fucking second from the next.
Any kind of specific advice you want to give your very headstrong barbarian friend, Boar? Do you have any kind of experience of enchanted wood? Or like what place are you from?
Like, we're not going to come across any like androgynous English sounding like people, are we?
I mean, you absolutely don't have to. But what exactly would those androgynous half-sounding English people do for you personally?
I'm also averse to the Brits, so yeah, let's avoid any of them.
Just because the last time I encountered someone like that, he brought me to some random pocket dimension. Like, I was there, and then suddenly I was gone. I'm like, what's going on here? So, and he just said, "Oh, just for the fun of it."
Fantastic. I'm most definitely picking up what you're putting down. Rain, or sorry, Boar, what type of landscape are you from? Like you're a barbarian, but like what type? Where are you from? Like Willie's from like enchantment and Fae. Where are you from? You. Boar and Niall.
Yes.
Taking a shit.
Where are you?
What are you?
Where are you? Where are you from? Like what area are you from, or what kind of landscape is Boar from? Our human.
I'd be more like the wildlands.
Okay.
So basically, where there's vicious creatures, where you do have to fight in order to survive. You gather your own resources.
Are we talking dusty Sahara? Are we talking kind of savanna kind of style? Like what kind of temperature or climate are we talking about?
Or like a Mad Max Fury Road D&D setting.
Kind of Mad Max Yo-Yo Road?
It'd kind of be in between. So like there are parts where there are like endless desert, and then there are parts where it's absolutely beautiful terrain, like lush green, like fields, like
Fantastic.
with all the
So
like plants and everything.
Okay, so where Timona and Pumbaa are from. Excellent. Lovely. And Rain, you are from any particular circle of hell? Do you have a view of the River Styx from your apartment? I mean, what are we talking? What type of hell is Rain from?
I think on the luxury part of that place, so like, how to say, like Lucifer and all that is just chilling. I'm just chilling there as well. So kind of
Okay, so
very
not of the lower planes, not of suffering, but definitely in the upper echelon, probably given reason to your use and reapplication of your magic. And by the way, Joe has informed us that yes, Willie does enchant his wood. Okay, so you walk out from the bursting boil, and you enter now into overgrowth, mist, noises you would not recognize, voices that sound familiar, flittering and fluttering, and an almost beguiling, ensnaring nature begins to fall all of you. Can each
I will say this to the group: if you see any like fucking glowing eyes in the distance staring at you, that's what we call a fucking a magic wood stare off. It's like a staring competition. You have to just stare right back into those eyes until they blink, and then they'll fuck off.
Sounds like fun.
can each one of you make an intelligence saving throw for me. So that's your D20 there, Dean/Rain. You'll be using your intelligence modifier,
Sweet.
so you should be pretty up on that. You'll be throwing a +5 or 6 on that there, Dean.
I just rolled this, which is like how do I turn my camera around because I want to show this.
Couldn't tell you.
Oh no! I rolled a natural 1.
And what did you get?
Damn it.
What did you get, Dean? Well,
I'm going to take a photo just to leave and show you.
well,
Got a nat 20.
well, that's
Just say it.
I mean, that's good for you. And look, I'd be wanting to look at it as well. So cool. We got
I said photo.
we got a 20, we got a 1. That's fantastic.
You got a 18.
18, fantastic. So Willie, being of a very similar place and a very similar lineage, you win your stare off. Burning yellow eyes through a
Oh, the wear eyes. Okay.
burning yellow eyes through a navy matted hue of thorn and mist and memory, and you stare into the void, and the void blinks, and you come back to yourself with a sense of, not again, you filthy bitches. You've seen this before. Rain, you stare into these unknowing eyes, trying to bear away at your intelligence and strip you of yourself, at which point Ramble flitters from his backpack mode and goggles fire over your face, and you are immune to the charms of this entity. Boar bears down, gritted, determined barbarian. And he goes vacant. The eyes that were yellow now start to change in hue, turning into what some would say is a very inviting, very lovely gin. We like to call it gin pink, darling. Lovely. Both
Oh,
Willie,
no!
both
not
Wi-
again.
both Willie and Rain are hoisted up on this cloud of pink genie magic and just guided to the side. And he goes, just 1 second. He blinked, and this pink, like from the waist down, ethereal genie tail, his torso covered in what looks like a pink smoking jacket and a thin pencil mustache, beautiful sleeked hair, and the genie flitters and floats around Boar completely hypno-toaded out. And for those who know who this is, I will announce him to you now. This is Roy Squawk, interdimensional genie and all-around giver of desires. If you have a wish, you don't need to wish on a star. I'm already one. So he is ensnared. Boar, you are now entirely 100% and unbreakingly caught in Roy's magic, ensnarement, and enchantment. And he wisps up beside you and whispers in your ear, "What is it that you wish for, big boy?" And what would Boar answer?
He is just because he's a very simple creature. So, the FDF maybe. So like he's a very simplistic like creature.
Ooh,
So
ooh,
if he's not getting any of that,
ooh.
it's usually the tasks at hand.
So he's not getting any fun dancing or fondling. So he thinks of clay. He thinks of what they're here for. And
Yeah.
Roy float as the lads can see, it's just like double teaming around him, like fucking Pokemon, just unable. Like you can try to do something to him, but kind of Willie's not too worried. He's like, all right, he's being playful. We're not too worried here. And as he moves back and back and back, his tail grows larger and larger, and an entire dome lifts up off Boar, and it lands and becomes solid. A perfectly formed brass oven plate lands right in front of you with, I can only say, sounds like the toll of the Angelus itself. Gong! Boar, you are fully back and fully cognizant, and you have in front of you exactly what you came here to the Wishing Woods to find. You enter into the woods with a clear wish. You can leave the woods with a clear wish. You have done so perfectly. And now you all can look upon a genie and say whatever you wish to.
Not another one of these fucking genies. You guys are full of yourselves.
Well, there's some people say I'm full, some people say I'm actually quite, and he just rushes to
Save it for the fucking drama club.
he
I'll have a cigar.
He rushes past you, and right before he was going to ethereally push through you in a manner of pun intended, that you said he was full of himself, and then he was going to say, "Well, it looks like I'm full of you." Right as he's about to, a cigar pops out of his mouth and just gently tips your bottom lip, and he turns it, and he just goes, "As you wish," and he, as he blows, it sparks, and you have been given a, let's call it
A never-ending cigar.
let's call it the Roy surprise.
It's at this
Oh,
time
shit.
that I whip out my fucking little jelly cube, fucking
Yeah.
smoke Scotch whiskey flavor cube, and just fucking start chewing on it.
Yeah,
Smoking a cigar.
excellent. Yeah, you've been granted. Hey, I'll go with it. I love the suggestion. You've been granted the never-ending cigar. Of which, of which can be lit and unlit at your command, much like a very low level cantrip, and you can gain the use of mist or smog, as you so choose.
You are welcome.
What flavor is your cigar? What would Willie wish for?
It's just like a fucking Cuban fucking Habana. It's a
Pure-
classic fucking
Pure,
rich toasty fucking.
pure of leaf and avoidance of all custom tax. Fantastic. Excellent. Boar, he turns to you and go, and Roy says, well, you did already make a wish, but I'm feeling generous. What exactly is it that you desire? That too.
What do I want? Oh.
Do you want to have a think about it, and I'll bounce over to Rain?
Yeah. Please.
Cool. Rain, you know the game. Make a wish.
You know, I'm going to be grand from now. How about an IOU later on if I need you? Will just say your name and you appear?
Oh, I do enjoy Scottish wrestlers. Yes, absolutely. You have now been given what I call a Roy roll. At any point, at any time, whether it's a check or to deal damage, or any time I ask of you to make a roll, you can then invoke after the fact. If you fail, you can invoke your Roy roll, which is essentially just giving you DM inspiration or advantage at your so choosing.
Okay.
At which Roy will pop to wherever he needs to, tell you what you should do, and that will give you advantage in that. But you will have to say, "I'm going to use my Roy roll," and it will give you advantage in that moment. That's what that has done for you now.
Got it. So only use it at a critical moment. That's in
I mean, you don't. I mean, quite literally, do whatever the fuck you want. Have you noticed? There's no particular issue here.
yeah.
And you can use that to take a piss if you like, and he'll hold it for you. I don't care. That's entirely so. Boar. Have a wonderful day, Joe. Thank you so much. Everybody wave to Joe. Bye, Joe. And
Farewell, Joe.
Niall, aka Boar, aka the Foxman. What is it that you wish for?
Hmm.
Do you know you can wish for Joe. You can wish for Joe if you like.
I was gonna say like I'm gonna wish for like the like the most beautiful like woman in the world.
Yeah.
Like but
I mean, is that
yeah, like
is that your official wish?
the most beautiful woman in the world, and she is loose.
Cool. You, Roy, Roy,
Like a badass bitch.
yeah, Roy,
Like a hot dog down O'Connell Street, kind of loose, or
No,
Roy,
as in like just up for it
Roy,
at all times.
Roy kind of walks over to you, places his hand underneath your hand that you hold your battle yo-yo in, and he just goes, loose or tight, and he just he sprinkles his fingers, and light gin and fairy dust just floats over the goblin that was once now in your grasp, and it changes. It stays goblin sized and it stays goblin featured, but you now have the equivalent of a goblin Rhea Ripley as your permanent yo-yo. It is kind of a sentient creature. Think Saba from Power Rangers. You have a talking weapon now.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
she will be used. Her official tie is Rhea Rip Me, as in Beyblade. Let it rip.
Oh, very good. Very
So
good.
you have a goblin-sized projectile to be used in the same way that you would use a familiar, specifically thinking more in the ethereal kind of familiar. You will once having used your of your attacking slots that we've determined, you now have full use of this. You have a determined amount of power you can use. You have a 3 power, a 2 power, and 1 power. If you use all 3, it's gone, and you will have to use an action for it to return to you. A full action, not a bonus action. Okay.
Okay.
You will be able to do that 3 times. You can recall it 3 times, and you will regain all of that on a long rest. You can regain 1 slot per short rest just for your own head. So you can, if you've used all your recalls, you can gain a recall on a short rest. If that makes sense, you gain all 3 recalls on a long rest. So you have Rhea Rip Me now as you look at your yo-yo and this like almost pure porcelain goblin with like jagged spikes sticking out of where her clothes. So like if you hit people with her, she's gonna really hurt motherfuckers. So you have gained a sentient spinning top. So Roy, having granted you this, and floats back, and he goes, 1 to suck, 1 to spin, and 1 for later. Oh, fantastic. So there's a big thing in the middle of my wood. You can remove it now.
Sure there is.
Yes, most definitely. So how would you choose to try and carry the top of the oven back?
Can I attempt to wear it as some sort of a like turtle shell situation?
Yeah, cool. Make a strength saving throw. This is a giant, like very large brass top oven that, like, a pizza oven, like like proper fucking big fucking thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you make
I
a
roll
strength saving throw there, please.
12 minus 1, so 11.
Okay, you're able to carry it. Not
Okay, I climb on the barbarian's back so he can carry me.
okay. Okay, Boar, make a strength save for me, please.
Okay. That would be a 6.
You fall flat on your face. Rain, any idea of how you would how you think you could help these guys?
I wasn't ready.
I've
He's too
tried nothing and I'm all out of ideas.
He's too busy looking at the side.
Really?
There's a goblin literally at the end of a leash. He's a bit distracted. Yeah. What do you got for us, Rain? Any smart ideas?
Any logs around?
Say again.
We're in a forest.
Logs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, like,
There's definitely wood around.
like,
There are.
yeah.
I can tell you most definitely we got wood.
There's definitely
Okay.
wood around.
So I have an idea. I'm gonna create like a little roly pulley system with the logs up until, so every time I get like to the end, I have to move the log forward and keep going till I get to the
Because you've already established
tavern.
it, if you choose to keep Ramble on your back, I will allow him to Omega Red tendrils and just like basically make an impromptu tank to just roll this back to your destination. Or if you can come with something different, speak now.
Guys, are you okay with doing the quick way and let me use Ramble?
Sure. Go for it.
Okay, then we're
Like
using
I'm
Ramble.
saying this while on the floor. Like so I'm like,
Sounds good.
yeah, go ahead.
Get it off of us.
Yeah. So between yourselves, you assemble 5 logs through various hacking and chopping up. You get them the nice perfect dimension where it fits nicely onto the log. And because of Ramble's tendrils, both upper and lower frictional capabilities, it balances perfectly and stays perfectly level as you roll the logs and roll everything along the path. And do you have any final remarks for Roy before you leave the Wishing Woods?
While I'm happy, I don't really want to come across you again. But I know that's not going to happen. I'm probably going to see you again, aren't I?
Where there's a wish, I find a way.
Kick rocks, you prick.
Can't kick, don't have feet. Either do you, bitch.
You leave my hooves out of this.
Boar
Don't
is literally like on the floor, and he just starts creasing laughing at that.
Oh, don't be bringing slights to a diva's fight, okay? I like what you do. I see who you are. Now walk away slowly. Rain, do you have any final remarks for Roy as he exit the Wishing Wood?
You owe me.
Oh, I owe no one. I have granted you a wish, and you may so choose to use so, but the attitude is very much appreciated. Ta-ta, my little triumvirate of delicious truffles. Mwah. And as you walk out of the woods, the tendrils just the wood just closes behind you, and you hear like the faint sound of a dancing queen, whatever that is. And just like pink lights just emitting from the woods as you walk away, like, oh, okay, he's having his own party in there now. So you are walking back. Are you? Can you give me a survival check between all of you?
I'm also gonna fucking whip out the bagpipes and start blasting some banging beats.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
17.
17, cool. Yeah. Rain,
15 here.
going with a D20 and you're using what? Survival's wisdom, isn't it? It wouldn't say you'd be pretty low. What you got on the die?
Got 15.
15, okay, yeah. And Willie, you're otherwise engaged with your pipes, but are you willing to just have a little look around, or are you full on just jamming it? Jamming with your
I'm full. I rolled a 12, so I'm just fucking and so on and so forth.
Yeah, great. Because you are very much bringing attention to yourselves, you see banners up ahead. These would be banners that you would recognize of the people who were in the bursting boil. Their party didn't come back. They didn't get the taxes. They didn't get the ale. They didn't get anything they wanted. It's been an entire night, and you now have a party of sober goblins and orcs. They are standing outside of the bursting boil and would not have known from what direction you were coming if not for the beautiful ball pipes of Willie. They are all fully aware of your presence. They know where you are, and I would like all of you to roll initiative.
Woo!
That'll be a D20 plus your apparent dex modifier. Dean, you've pretty high dex, so go for it.
I got 16.
16.
I don't know what dex modifier.
You got a 16. I will happily call that a 22. That's cool.
Okay.
What do we got, boys?
13 total.
Okay. Willie, 13. What do you got for me, boy? I'm assuming
Good.
I'm assuming the pelt boar has is actually like a boar. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. What did you get, sir?
11.
Oh, 181, my favorite number. So who wants to make a luck check for me?
I'll do it there. 2-6. Got an 8.
It's pretty shit luck check. Cool. There are 6 goblins. 2 of what you thought was a tribal chief from the last encounter. and one actual, proper, full-blooded tribal chief. Rain, can you make a history check for me, please? I think history is intelligent. So it'll be pretty high.
I got a nat 1.
Okay. How does Rain feel about other tieflings?
Depends on what ring they come from.
You don't know this tiefling. You know everything. You are an intelligent being. You are a researched being. You do not know this tiefling, but you know his intent. And because of that nat 1, can you make a intelligence saving throw for me as he looks deep into your eyes, and with infernal intent he looks to take hold of what is a lesser demon to him?
Got a 19.
In the same way again, Ramble, still on your back, just flicks over the goggles, stop the glare. And unfortunately, because of the lack of interface we have, but I'd like you all to imagine that we're now playing Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins. So, initiative for my small boys. Oh, that's good for everybody. That's my gobs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My medium boys. That's a 12. 1 and 2. And my big boy. Big Teefs. Big Teefs. What has he got? Ooh, it's a 13. So we got Rain. Willie. What's your dex?
2.
Okay. So we're going to put Teefs ahead of you. Then Willie. Then the orcs. Then Boar. and then my goblins. Standing now, having moved away and still faintly hearing and seeing the imbuing genie-fueled party behind you. Yous are now on an open road back to the Bursting Boil. To your left, fully barred off and unbreakable and immovable ethereal wishing wood. To your right, cliff edge. So keep that in mind as you move around. So acting first, Rain, you have Ramble in his traversal mode. You will need to use an action to get him out of that mode. And I will allow a prepared, any amount of bonus action or anything you can think to do. But you can keep him in that mode and you can keep pushing through and hope to just turtle shell your way past all of these very pissed off and very sober goblins, orcs, and a really nasty tiefling. So what?
Okay, so can I make a perception check first on the tiefling?
Yeah, cool. Give me a d20. Happy for you to do any half actions like this, to have a quick what the fuck is going on. Even though they know where you are,
Yeah.
I will say that you've rounded the corner and clocked them first. So yeah, make any guesswork if you want to gain any more information or advantage. Go ahead. What you got?
Let me fucking.
Yo-yo?
Was that?
Yeah. fire away.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were waiting for the other guy. Considering I was playing some tunes as we were going around the corner, let's say that I gave the other two guys inspiration.
1000%. What do you roll? That D? I'm taking no. Fuck it, call it.
That was a D6.
Yeah, call it a yeah. Cool. So both Rain and Boar, yous now have 1d6 inspiration to use. So make note of that. Rain
D6 is it?
D6, yeah. Rain, what you're making a perception? What did you get?
I got 16.
6 1 6 or 1 5? Sorry,
1 6.
1 6. Yeah, you
Yep.
are all you know is that this is a being more powerful than you. This being is on this plane of existence to do exactly what it's doing: beguile and enchant and cause chaos in this realm. It is an act of natural order where most demonic and hell spawn would be on this plane of existence because they are not supposed to. This is an act of balance. This tiefling is here with divine purity. It just happens to be infernal divine purity. It's meant to be here, and what it's doing is right for it. There will be no angel to come and save you from it, for it has its hell passport. It's supposed to be here. You know, by looking at it and having it gazed at you, you know there's bigger works at play. And
Wait, is this Blitzo?
I mean, it is now.
Because he's like he's able to travel to the fucking Earth with a thingy, the book.
Imagine
There goes. What?
imagine Blitzo if he was 6 foot tall and jacked.
Got it.
Okay.
So it
Well,
quite
there goes Clam Bucket.
quite literally spelled Blizoh. So it's Blitz. Oh, yeah. So you have you that's it. You've rolled your perception. What Rain? What do you choose to do?
Okay, I'm going to 2 6. What?
While you're thinking of that, big mega Blitzo looks at you and says, "You, one of my kind, are here through falseness. You arrived where you shouldn't be, for you are not even belonging to hell. You use your mechanical man when you should embrace fire." What you got, Rain?
I'm gonna use thunder. I'm gonna use thunderclap.
Cool.
I'm
All
gonna use on the big guy.
yeah. Remind me what thunderclap does.
Give me 2 seconds to actually check that myself.
Have your spells ready. I'm managing other stuff.
No, right.
Lads, while you are thinking, or keep it in the back of your head there, Dean. I'm just gonna tool the other lads up. You have the same, call it a sneaky surprise round. Willie, you've given your inspiration to the boys because of your bagpipes, but what would you choose to do before we fully enter initiative? You've given your inspiration. Is there anything else you think Willie would do knowing he's in for a fight?
There's not really much else I can do. That's not like, an actual spell or whatever. But
Is he still smoking his cigar?
he's smoking a cigar, and he says to the lads, "Don't worry, lads. We've got the. Don't worry, lads. We've got them outnumbered 0.5 to 1." And Yeah, I mean, fucking, just short of giving me extra fucking like chance to attack them. There's not really much else I can do.
I will allow anyone who enters your any one of your enters to hit you with melee or tries to hit you with a ranged weapon once because of your everlasting cigar. You have a genie mist in front of you that will grant them disadvantage once, and once either hit once or shot through once will dispel it. So
Okay, cool.
remind me on the first attack against you, it will be dealt with disadvantage.
Okay, great.
And Big Boar, what do you think you would do before we fully enter into initiative?
I think I would reach for my yo-yo.
Yeah.
Like I think I'd reach for my yo-yo, like, and just kind of thinking like, okay, more of a defensive position to gauge before I decide to whether I'm gonna rage or not.
Well, I can give you you can free rage right away. I'm okay with that as your in the same way a perception check or whatever we were doing there. So you got a free rage, but because you phrased it like that, what are you holding your action for?
I'm trying to see which one of these are gonna make the first move.
Okay.
Okay, that way at least then I can be ready to either counter or protect.
I'll allow you. Because you phrased it the way you did. I will allow you a single action intercept or no get fucked, bitch, and you can either use your distance with your yo-yo or close the distance yourself. I'll allow you one single action if you want to knock someone, hit someone, block them, stop them. It's an intercepting and a defensive maneuver you're doing. It won't deal damage, but it will stop what is happening. So I'll phrase it specifically. Who are you looking to protect of your party?
Probably Rain.
Okay. I will allow you on the second attack against Rain to intercept if you so choose.
Okay.
You can roll accordingly, and you can use that intercept after the fact. I won't make you call it beforehand. If you see he's looking to falter in that split second, you'll jump in, but call it when it happens. On the second attack, he's already got the everlasting cigar. So hang on to that. So on the second attack on Rain, trust me, there's gonna be a lot. This tiefling really fucking doesn't like him. So I think I've stalled enough for you, Rain. What does your spell do?
So creates a thunderous sound which can be heard 100 feet away.
Yeah.
Each creature other than myself within 5 feet, you need to make a Constitution save. On a failed save, you take 1d6.
Yeah. So do you have to take Ramble out of his traversal mode to do so? Yeah.
Okay.
He's your arcane focus. So right now, your Ramble disengages from holding the clay, and the brass top for the oven hat, and that's now left on the battlefield. So keep that in mind. You've disengaged from that. Ramble has now gone into battle mode, and he raises his hands and claps. Bang! What do they have to save against? And what's the distance?
A Constitution.
And what's the distance?
On a fail, it's 5 feet.
You hit something within. That's not the distance of that. Within 5 feet of you.
So each creature within 5 feet has to make a Constitution save.
Okay, so each one of the a Constitution save against what? Your spell save DC. I'm going to say they all fail. Roll damage for it. Just roll damage anyway.
Okay. D6. Let's see. Natural 1.
Well, it's not natural 1. Natural 1 would be for hits and misses, but you rolled a 1. They all failed. So each one of the goblins have gone to swarm in on you, and you hit them all. Are they there? There's no knocked prone or anything like that. No, they just take
No,
damage. Yeah,
none of
yeah. So each one of
nothing
the
like that.
each one of the goblins takes one hit point of damage, and their ears are ringing, and they're real fucking pissed off. Any bonus actions? Movement?
I'm going to get the hell out of Dodge and Hide.
You don't. You're gonna move. You're gonna move away from creatures that are within 5 feet of you. So think
Okay.
about
So,
exactly what you've said. You're choosing to
Yeah.
try and disengage from this. Yes.
yeah, I'm going to try and disengage it.
Okay. You now invoke 6 opportunity attacks against you. The first one fails because of the cigar. The second one might be intercepted by your barbarian friend. Possibly Boar. Do you intercept
Uh,
the second opportunity attack?
6 opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
for fuck's sake.
Intercept.
You intercept the second. That's fine. Do you know what your AC would be? Possibly. You have to give me something to work. I need a number to work off for the rest of this. So give me a number, lads. What would
AC 13.
Yeah. What would what do you think our artificer would have? Yeah, 13 AC.
I would say artificer.
What kind of-
It
what-
could be 11 or 10.
Yeah.
Depends.
Cool. 11.
Artificer. What's he wearing? Like, is it leather armor or what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's pretty undescript. He's kind of put everything into ramble. So,
Okay.
cool. Willie, just give me your AC.
You put all his stats into Ramble.
Well, his functionality is based through him. Like he's a wizard. Like he's not gonna have mage armor. There could be a mage armor situation. If
Willie's
he chooses it. Willie AC
13.
13. Fab. Okay, so I'm gonna roll 4 times to try and hit you. My first roll misses. My second roll hits. My third roll misses, but also a nat 1. And my fourth roll hits. But because of the nat 1, one of the goblins tries to run at you with his tiny like bone saber, tries to hit you, and the mist cigar just makes him just completely disorients him, and he hits it and swipes the mist away, and he misses you. The second one is intercepted by Boar, just takes the full brunt of the doesn't even take the slice, but just takes the arc of his swing away and just latches onto him. That second goblin is now in a grappled position. The second one misses. The third one misses. The fourth one rolling a nat 1 tries to step around and turns and actually ends up stabbing one of the other ones directly into the head, killing him dead. So congratulations, one of the goblins have now been killed. Now these goblins are gonna roll damage on you. So I'm gonna say you take 5 points of slashing damage with their bone sabers. So you lose 5 HP. Goblins know bonus action. That's fine. They're all kind of clambering around you and swarming in on you. One of them now dead on the ground. And now our Mega Blitzo will choose to act. And he will look through all of you and look to aim at Willie with an Eldritch Blast.
Oh no!
And 15 on the die. And 1.
15 on the die.
15 on the die.
Yeah, I use cutting words
Fab 4.
to reduce his die roll by it's like a D4 or some shit.
Give you a D4 then.
A D8. D4, yeah, this level would be
Yeah.
D4.
Well, actually, I'm so wrong. apologies. Your initial, the first doesn't hit you because of the cigar, and the second Eldritch Blast misses. You're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Your cigar bubble, like your Sonic the Hedgehog bubble, is gone.
Okay.
So big thieves, and then he will look, and he will cast Hex on Rain. This is the power you could have had if you embrace infernal glory. And you feel just a slight, almost just slight singeing on your body, just ace on your body. And you will be marked against your intelligence. So you have a warlock that's after putting Hex up, boys. So you know who he's aiming for now. So he remains back fully at the back. So imagine the battlefield. All the goblins have swarmed around Rain and Boar in various forms of attack and stumbling back and trying to gain advantage. The pawns in this chess game. Then further back afield, you have 2 sentries, and then your single warlock tiefling. Willie, you are to act.
Okay, geez, let's see. I am going to cast Hideous Laughter on the Blitzo looking lad.
Yeah. And what does Tasha's roll against?
Oh shit, yeah, I think he needs to do some sort of a save, which I will tell you now in just a second. Wisdom saving throw against spell save DC, which is it's probably like a 15 at that level.
Cool. He saves 19 on the die. Shit wisdom, but 19 on the die. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Any bonus action or move? You're at the back of your party anyway. If you want to think, you are just you can't move further back because of the brambles, but you're just in range. If you I'll allow you to take 1 step back to be out of range of his Eldritch Blast, or do you want to move forward into the fight?
Yeah, I'll take a step back.
Yep.
Fucking the old middle finger, and yeah, I'll do like a fucking backwards cartwheel.
Yeah,
somersault
yeah,
thing.
yeah. The Willy special. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you cartwheel. Sorry, I'm just gonna roll. 4 on the die. No dick. You do it very gracefully. Well done.
Okay.
Yeah, no goat dick on display. Some of them kind of disappointed. Roy was definitely like kind of peeking out, trying to see. Cool. So you've movement, your bonus actions, and now we have our orcs.
That's it.
Yeah, each one of my one of the orcs stays, and the other one just walks forward and places himself right on the edge of where the goblins are, and he will choose to hold an action. And now the second one starts banging rhythmically like he did before. And can each one of you make an intelligence saving throw? Dean, you'll be doing so at disadvantage. What you got?
15 for me.
15, good.
4.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, cool. Boar, going forward, this effect will not have any effect on you. And every time they try to use this, it's going to piss you off more. So if they use this again, you get to add 1d4 to the next damaging attack you use. Rain, you got a?
I got a 4.
You got a 4 with and disadvantage as well, yeah? Roll it again to see.
Yeah, that's with disadvantage.
With disadvantage, fine.
Right.
You take 3 psychic damage. You can
That means I'm dead.
your say what was your HP
It's 1d8. Wait, no.
plus your
What
constitution?
level are we?
You're 3, so 1d8 plus 3 constitutions. So 3d8.
Oh,
You'd be like, you'd have like 20 health at level 3. If your hit die is
Oh.
8, you'd be like between 18 and 20.
Yeah. So you took
Yeah.
what was it? 5 plus 3. You took 7 so far.
that's 8. My
Yeah.
friend.
So yeah, you full.
You said 7, so.
Yeah, 7 total. 7 total,
Okay.
including the last round.
Oh, okay.
So you've taken. Yeah, you've you failed the tribal chant, and you just hear like just a rah, 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 and you're like, fucking you, folk music. Just really fucking hurts. The other orc is there. He's fully moved up into the fight, but he's not doing anything yet that you are aware of. And Boar, you have a goblin grappled. You have, if you imagine in front of you now, Rain is to your right, and you've stepped in to stop this goblin. And outside then is 1, 2, 3. There's 4 other goblins standing in like semicircle around him. So they're gonna stand. They're gonna give the old stand and stab each time. So they're gonna try and pop shot you. That's the way they fight. So you have one of them grappled, and there's 4 more kind of semicircled around you, and a big bastard just behind them.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to use it's perfect time as any. I'm going to use my Yondu style attack.
Cool.
That way, this thing can move semi-independently.
Okay, so can you roll a d6 for me?
D6. I can indeed. I got the 6.
You are able to hit 6 of these enemies. You can call your enemies in a sec. It's an automatic hit. This is like a magic missile kind of style.
Yeah.
But you also have the goblin with you. And just for flavor, I'm going to say your goblin construct grabs him. I'm going to let you deal more damage because you're using more weight on this now. So this goblin will exit the grappled condition. I can tell you the one that you have grappled, he's not going to survive this. So for the way we're working this system for your yo-yo, you have used 1 maximum. Okay? You have 3 more. You have 2 more rounds of use. So you have 1, 2, 3, gone. You have now 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You have 2 other rounds of levels you can choose from. Okay, so you've used your Yondu, and can you now roll? You would have been rolling a d4, but can you now roll a d6 to see what damage you will do? You have extra goblin force attached to this, so roll a d6 for damage, and this will hit all of them for that damage. And I'm
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna let you hit all the goblins and the 2 orc. And the 2 orcs as well.
That'd be 5.
So 5 damage for each. So I can tell you each one of the goblins has 2 HP left. So use that accordingly. If you can use chip damage, use chip damage, whatever way you want to go about it, but factor that into your next attack. And then my orcs. Okay. So one of them, that one, and one of them, that one. And he's going to take, what did we say? 6 damage. Cool. Yep. Plus your rage. What do you get? What do you get for rage? Plus what?
That's a +2.
Each one of the goblins fully fucking dead. Each one of the goblins dead. And he's at that now. Fantastic. You have used your your Yondu. You have just I'm assuming your Yondu is not a whistle, but a yeah, like a
pretty much.
like a fucking shepherd. Yeah, just
Yeah.
And yeah, so you have
Yep. Hit it here. Yep.
so much so because of the imbuing of Roy Squawk's genie magic, your yo-yo is no longer a physical tether. It's now an ethereal tether that moves around the field. Which may or may not be important, and you can let me know if you're going ethereal or physical, because that may help or hinder you. I'm calling it magical versus melee.
Practical.
Yeah, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
You can use your use your in the same way you can change your invocations as a warlock. You can tell me if it's magical or non-magical. So all of the goblins just been yondu'd the fuck out of it. The guy who was closest, while trying to lean in, and he was waiting for an actual physical attack on him, looking at you. He was expecting a sword or a hammer, and he was kind of coiled and ready to jump like you did. He was going to mirror your attack. He just gets kind of blindsided for and just catches the goblin in the face. Go! And he kind of stumbles back and is not knocked prone. That's fine. Okay, try to use your extra goblin thing there. You've used your action. Any bonus actions or movement? I'm going to say you've knocked that guy back 10 feet, so he's away from initiative now.
Yeah, so there's no attack of
no immediate threats. If you want to move around, if you want to move closer to the brambles, or you want to get close to the cliff, do you want to move forward? Do you want to move left, forward, or right? Are you advancing, or are you retreat? Are you going to step back with Willie? Advance or back first?
I'm gonna advance.
Would you be doing so with murderous intent? Are you going to walk? Are you going to stalk? Are you going to sprint? Stalk. Okay, fair enough. Cool. Grand. Any bonus? No bonus actions. You've raged. You're still raging. Nothing really else you can do.
And I've just used my movement. So
because it's Yondu, it's back to you. But keep in mind when you yo-yo, you will have to use bonus action to get it back to you as well. Otherwise, it stays over there. Keep that in mind if required.
Yeah.
Cool. So Boar has acted. All the goblins are dead. Just going to mark that off the initiative order. And we are back to Rain. Boar has jumped in by your side, latched onto a goblin, tethered him to his yo-yo, yeeted this spinning fucking fury of entangled goblin construct and physical goblin, laid out every impending threat in front of you. The battlefield is clear. You have one enemy closer to you, about 10 feet back, that has had intent to attack you. One that has used this weird psychic fucking rhythmic metronome style thing to entrance you and beguile you, of which you are getting disadvantaged by a hex. So right now you have get rid of the hex, get rid of the chanting, or attack the guy directly in front of me, or retreat back. Battle plans, use surface area, whatever you want to do. So you have, I want you to think right now, attack or defend. What would you like to do?
So I'm gonna try and take care of the tiefling.
Cool.
I'm gonna call in that favor as well.
Fantastic. What are you looking to do to attack him? I imagine that he's a good distance away.
I'm going to use a ranged attack.
Cool. What are you looking
at? I'm going to use Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost. That's yeah. What's it's roll to hit or a check?
It's roll to hit, and then it's, on a hit, it's 1d8 cold.
1d8 cold. Okay.
Yeah.
Grand.
So,
You can do so with advantage if you're invoking Roy. So do so with advantage. Roll to hit.
15.
15. With advantage.
Without.
Yeah, advantage. You've used Roy.
Trying to figure out.
You've used Roy.
So how much is advantage with Roy?
Well, you roll again. You get advantage. You get to take the higher of 2 rolls.
15.
Again? Okay.
Oh,
Roy
215.
Roy floats down
Oh.
and he
2-6. I've done the second roll there. I'm going to send a photo because you won't believe me.
Oh,
I'm going to send a second photo.
it's either a 1 or a 20.
It is a 20.
20. You got advantage. Cool. Roy floats down and he says, I would probably aim for the staff. So Roy tells you not to aim the cold directly at him. He's infernal. He's hot. Frost damage. So he tells you to aim it directly at the staff. Because of that, I will get him to roll an 8. That breaks his concentration. You're no longer hexed. You no longer are rolling disadvantage on intelligence saves. But you do not deal exact damage on him. Fuck it, I'll give you a luck roll for fun. 4. No, sorry. You deal no damage against him, but you've broken his concentration, and he will now be rolling disadvantage because you have interfered with his arcane focus. Does that sound fair? So you have your bonus action
Yep.
and movement.
Okay. Bonus. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Do any of the other guys have damage on them?
No one's been hit. I mean, you can
Okay.
heal one of your enemies if you like.
Nah,
Don't do that.
that'd be a bad idea.
Don't do that. Cool. So, bonus
wait.
action is. I mean, anything in terms of artificer is
Could-
spell preparation. You can't do much. You've cast a spell, so no. I will let you engage Ramble in a different mode with your bonus attack, with your bonus action rather. He is currently in ranged mode.
I kind of
If you want to keep,
I kind of want to get
mode,
more info.
do you want to get him into melee?
Mm.
What do you want to do?
Put him in analyzation.
Cool.
Put him in analyzation would be my best one.
Oh,
because I want to kind of learn more about the tiefling. So
all right, cool. I'll give you a check for that. That's no problem. So roll. So you're doing that. So that will be cool. So give me an intelligence check. So you'd be adding +6 to that.
17 plus 6 is
23.
23, yeah.
This demon doesn't have a name because you don't really name forces of nature. This is an infernal force. This is essentially a construct of the closest you have known in your physical plane to the actual devil himself. This is essentially a tendril of consciousness of the devil appearing on this plane to do exactly what the devil is supposed to do. Fuck shit up and keep the balance of heaven and hell. So you know that there's the devil came down to Georgia and he's right fucking here and he doesn't have a fucking fiddle. He has a staff. Much in the same way that you have invoked Ramble, the devil has invoked its own version of a construct, but it's far more powerful than yours. You are looking at what could be your potential if you were to embrace your infernal nature, but you choose to push against it. So you know that you're not dealing with a physical being. You're dealing with the extended consciousness of Satan himself. You can feel free to relay that to the boys if you want, or keep it to yourself. Up to you.
So I'm gonna relay it, and I'm gonna say,
Do you
kind of suggest a tactical retreat.
Okay. Knowing this, the tiefling has seen you, knows your intention, and from the edge, there is nowhere for you to retreat to. But the tiefling looks behind him at the busting boil, and he looks at the bronze plate in the middle, and he, without moving, just almost projects himself straight up in front of you and says, choose the oven or the tavern. So pick. He is looking to cause harm towards one thing here. He notes that you tried to run. He despises your cowardice, and he is now going to direct his intention either towards the single item that you have chosen to bring back there, or he is going directly to the tavern. So pick tavern or the oven part.
We could always get a second oven part, can't we?
What do you think, lads? You happy with the oven part?
Think we should?
Yeah, go for it.
What would you prefer the tiefling try to destroy?
Well, I mean, there's no sense. Like, the oven part's not going to mean anything if there's no fucking tavern left. Like,
Yes,
there's the tavern. Gotta save Knack as well. He was not killing that guy.
I mean, I'm learning a lot about you as characters now. That's fine. That's lovely to hear. Personally, but as a tiefling, you disgust me. That's fine. Cool. So you've rolled. You've done everything. Any movement? Are you stepping back or stepping forward? You're stepping. Where are you moving to?
I'm gonna kind of try and sidestep.
Yeah. Are you going to the right or to the left? Are you going towards the bramble? Are you going towards the woods? Or are you going towards the cliff edge?
Cliff.
To the cliff.
That's a plan.
To the cliff. Fantastic.
Yeah.
The tiefling will now act, and in what is part of two of his legendary actions, he dispels the staff, and he reaches out. And much in the same way, it's not an eldritch blast. This is an infernal blast. Pure, hellish, fiery retribution is to be directed now at a bit of an oven.
cutting words.
Yeah, you saved.
I don't know. It's probably not the kind of spell that you could use that on.
Given what's the exact reading of cutting words? An ally?
Well, I just mean, like, I don't know if you were intending on doing a roll against an inanimate object, but
yeah. Well, look,
yeah,
I've rolled. I've given myself a DC of 10. I've rolled an 11.
Okay. You rolled 11. Yeah. So fucking take a D4. Roll a D4 and extract that from your roll.
Yeah.
Cutting words.
Yeah. Cool. You saved the oven. You saved the cool. And he's used one of those. That's fine.
Fucking cat's crying at me. Piss off, cat.
Yeah. The cat's really upset about the oven. Really upset. It's like, I could get fucking. I could get some baked fucking haddock in that, man. Come on.
He wants me to fucking feed him, so I just keep kicking him out of the room, hoping somebody else will feed him, and he keeps coming back crying. Don't worry, he's fine.
The
Kicked him out again.
the tiefling now seeing as much as he despises rain, he now sees a different folly on the battlefield and chooses to dimension door directly in front of Willie.
Okie dokie.
And he has used his action. He's used his bonus action, and he dimension doors just far enough away from you that he chooses to step towards you and just looks at you and says, "There's nowhere else to run, coward." And Willie,
Okay.
you now get to act.
I'm a wink. All right, my turn. How tall is this fucker?
6 foot, jacked as fuck. Think Blitzo, but think Blitzo, but just fucking unbelievably fucking attractive.
Okay, right. I'm a fucking satyr, so I'm like 4.5, 5 feet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast fucking what's it called? Fucking here, I had it here a second ago. Cloud of daggers right above my head.
Fantastic. What's Cloud of Daggers do?
You fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube, 5 feet on each side.
Yep.
Depending on the point you choose, right? So yeah, just above me, whatever.
Yep.
And it encompasses him. A creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when they enter it. So either if they enter it or if they start a turn on it, they take 4d4.
Four roll damage.
Let me see. And then so this will count as part of his turn, so he's not going to take damage again on his next turn. But if he tries to move out of it, or stays in it until the following turn or whatever, he would have to roll. He would have to take damage again. That would be a 9 points of damage.
And what are they? It's slashing, is it?
Oh, that is slashing. Yep.
Okay. I can tell you, magical isn't going to do much. Physical, bludgeoning, slashing, all of that good stuff. It's a great idea.
Cool. I will use my movement, of which is 35 feet. I'll take the attack of opportunity to run as far away as I can. Both him and the daggers.
He rolled a nat 1.
Okay.
Also rolling with disadvantage. So I'm gonna say he just takes another 2 points of damage because he just stands while still sticking out on the ground. He just stands on one of the daggers. Yeah.
Okay.
And you move away freely unencumbered. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. And then yeah, that's it for my turn, I guess. Oh yeah, you two guys, don't forget that you still have inspiration dice to use if you need.
Yeah.
And I'll be right back. I'm gonna feed this fucking cat. He keeps pissing me off.
Cool.
Okay. I have a question.
Yeah, far away.
Can anyone use Willie's buckets for teleportation purposes?
You can really have to ask him about that, but I can tell you his answer will be, "Don't fucking touch my bucket."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can ask him when he comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, the teleportation is something we've never actually tooled in game. So
We haven't put around with it much.
you can. I would tell you what. Roll a d20 for me.
2 seconds. I gotta get a light. Can't see.
Let's use digital roller.
Yeah, but I got an 8.
No.
No.
Not now. Maybe later. But in this instance and in this battle, no.
Okay.
My orcs are to act. There's one directly in front of. I'm gonna roll to hit you, Boar.
Mm-hmm.
19 hits.
Yep.
That will be. Motherfucker. That's a 1. You take 1 damage with his club. You can't for 1. He just
One.
looks at you as like, yeah, twirly, twirly, whirly, wanker. Yep, yep. And he's like unsure, and he kind of looks at the goblin. He's kind of like turned on, but he's confused, and he just kind of, he just kind of unsuredly just gives you a little, like, no, you only get hit, like not hard,
Rawr.
just enough that it just kind of catches you. You're like,
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Mm.
that's the guy in front of you. The guy behind you turns around and picks up the staff that the warlock was using,
Mm-hmm.
looks at it, and he starts to change.
Oh, bollocks. He's
He-
turning into that thing.
He now, as you see in front of you, this orc will no longer be able to use the metronomic psychic attack. He has now essentially become a fire elemental.
Yeah.
Think, Orky Storm, Johnny Storm in orc form.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna be able to do one thing. He's gonna be able to do one thing, and
Flame on.
Teach him flame on.
Boar is the only person who is next in initiative. So he uses his action to imbue himself with hellfire. He is going to be able to do a really big amount of damage one time. Boar is next, then Rain, then Mega Blitzo, then Willy, then the orcs. You have a full initiative order to get this cunt off the battlefield. You have everybody is going to be able to act before that. So get him the fuck off the battlefield is my direct is what I would elect you to do.
Okay.
They
Right.
have they are sick of this
That's
shit.
my turn, is it?
They want end game. You have in front of you an orc. A non-fiery orc. He is directly in front of you. He is the guy who just tried to give you a light bonk. So he is in your way to this guy. You have to clear a path. You can either, I will allow you to push past, but I will fully take your bonus action away. If you want to just and charge the other fucker, or you can deal with the guy in front of you, and remember you have a delicious meat shield available if required. So I'm telling you now, you're either meat shielding or charging.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna charge in, get rid of the person in front of me. That way I can clear a path for someone else to do it.
So you're gonna fully just shove. You're gonna shove the other guy. So give me a strength save. I'm gonna roll again. A strength, like essentially an attack.
14.
Yeah, beats it. You fully push him. Gonna say you knock him prone. So he's on the ground, and you are now fully charging this. It's like he's fucking loading infernal energy onto his body.
Yeah.
The fire, as you are running across the battlefield, you see fire, hellfire, beginning. Ding, 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 ding. Prodigy starts to play. You're a fire starter, twisted fire starter, and you are sprinting across the battlefield. What are you attacking him with?
Beyblade.
You're Beyblading, so that's a second power. I will allow you I will allow you advantage on the attack because you're sprinting with momentum and force and intent. So give me advantage on the give me advantage to hit.
19.
19 hits. You will. I said that and that. You will deal 1d6 1d6 plus your strength and plus your rage.
D6 plus my strength.
So you're
Advantage.
essentially your damage goes 4, 6, and then what's I say 4, 6, 4, 6, and 8 is your damage thresholds for each one of your attacks. I've essentially just retooled your fucking Destructo disc, but now it makes more sense. So you've Beybladed him, you've hit him. It's 1d6 plus your strength modifier plus your rage.
Okay, so hold on.
You
D6.
damage him 4.
D6 is a 6 plus damage modifier of 2, so that's 8, and then rage is an extra 2.
So 2, rage 8. So that was 6, 7, 8, 9. That was 10 damage. Am I right?
Yes.
So 10 damage. And I will say, because you've hit him, he will need another full round to not be hit again. You have stopped the fire halfway. You raise it up just about nipple high. He cannot imbue the nuke option here just yet, but you have to keep hitting him or kill him. Okay? So
Okay.
you have a clear idea. Now, your bonus action was taken for the push. Your Beyblade is away on the battlefield. You cannot return it. So keep that in mind. So you have act, you have bonus act. I'm guessing you're staying there.
Yeah, I have to stay there.
Cool. Boar is done. Rain. You're out on the right-hand side of the battlefield. Willie is facing down a tiefling warlock who has abandoned his staff to imbue more infernal magics. An other orc is now drawing in that abandoned infernal magic into him, and you have moved off to the right-hand side. So if you look directly across the battlefield to your left, you see one orc knocked prone, one orc loading fire, and a warlock behind you bearing down on Willie, who just got lashed with ethereal knives. What do you do?
Oh no, he's not on me. I ran like 35 feet away from him.
Yeah, just for Dean to get the flavor.
Warlock
Behind you.
I'm near the cliff, aren't I?
I'm saying you have your back to the cliff. You are facing over towards the orc that has been knocked prone. You have a flaming orc to your right. You have a demonic warlock to your left. Do you go left, forward, or right?
I'm trying to lure the tiefling over to me.
Fab, how do you do it? And how many spell slots do you have? Because you've used.
I have 0.
You've used.
I have a level 3, but I have that for a certain spell that I can't say it.
You have 3. How many spell slots do you have? You've used 2 in the battle.
So let me
if you're anything similar to a bard in how many spell slots you get, you should have 3 level 1 slots and 2 level 2 slots.
I'm happy to go
from level 3.
I mean, level 3 and 2 look accordingly. Like I'm not having you like we're quite loosey goosey here. So let's say you have what did you say 5?
Yeah.
You have 5 spell slots. You've used 2, 3 spell slots now.
Yeah.
So you're trying to. How are you enticing this warlock to you? If you're using a spell,
I'm not using any magic.
Okay. So straight.
He already hates me, so
what?
I'm gonna taunt him a bit more.
Okay. Are you persuasion or intimidation?
Persuasion. No, intimidation.
Intimidation. How do you intimidate him? How do you?
Just kind of just shouting at him.
And what do you say?
I'm like, come at me. I'm not scared of you anymore.
Fantastic. Roll deception.
Exception. That is. That's gonna be 19.
Okay. He knows you're in. I also rolled a 19. So we're gonna say they clash. He doesn't know if you're lying. So now roll persuasion.
Okay.
I will. The lads will tell you as well. If you perform it well, that helps you. You kind of said that with a bit of
That is gonna be.
unassuredness.
It's gonna be 13.
13. Okay, yeah. Willie, you're gonna get an attack of opportunity, but he will move towards Rain. He will go to step towards him. Willie, make any type of attack of opportunity.
Well, I'm not really
Eh,
near him because I did run away, but he will be stepping out of the thing of
and what's the damage?
blades. So that's 4d4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. He's looking real fucked up. So much so that you can see the orcs kind of the infernal magic on him starts to falter. If the goblins were on the field, and if the other you see the other orc just kind of snaps out of it, stands up and like looks around, is like kind of unassured of what's happening. You've broken something on him, whether it be control of the orcs, you're not sure, but the one that's engulfed in flame has imbued himself with infernal magic. He won't escape the control. But the orc on the ground now, if you choose to notice him, you see he's not as bloodlusty as he was before. So that is Dean. You've chosen to act a bonus action. Ding, 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 ding. Any bonus action? You have a warlock, a tiefling warlock who's abandoned his staff and imbuing infernal magic. I will tell you, he's real fucked up, but you've no damaging options left.
I know.
You're getting real close. Real close.
My plan is I'm gonna try and knock him off the cliff.
But you've no action. You've a bonus action, and that won't do. So you can stand there and look like you're ready to push him, but you've no exact bonus action or anything else you can imbue or change or put Ramble into a different mode. Hint, hint. He's right bear down upon you. I would possibly engage melee for Ramble. And what does
I'm gonna engage.
What does Ramble use for this melee?
How close quarters is he?
You can smell brimstone off his breath.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for his battle axe.
Fantastic. Ramble will have a battle axe ready to be used on your turn, and it's now the tiefling's turn. He will look at you and, using his own version of the hypnotic trance, a la Lucifer, and will give you a death stare. Can you make an intelligence saving throw for me?
Got a 15.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, 1-5.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, 15's okay.
Yeah. 15.
I'll say meets a pizza. He tries to reach to you and look deep within you and infer all the hatred and torment of 10,000 souls upon you. And you just go, sorry, I wasn't listening. Cool. Bonus action. I am go. Willie. Will he or won't he? Not Willie. Will he?
Oh, fucking try it, dude. Willie's immortal.
Okay. I am going to allow him to heal for 3 points. And I can tell you, he has used all of his spell slots. He will now roll to see does he regain his specific infernal invocation. He doesn't. He doesn't get his legendary actions. He has no spell slots. And he is looking real fucked up. Willie, you are to act.
My turn. Oh, okay.
Now I'll tell he was looking bad. He's still looking pretty fucking bad. You really
What's he wearing?
just kind of, I mean, you're looking at Jack Blitzo, so kind of long, fully blacked out, like almost.
I mean, is he wearing any metal armor?
Nothing metal. There's buckles, but nothing touching skin. No. And the only
Okay.
thing that would have imbued heat metal, he got rid of his staff.
Okay.
He could have a few.
Well, I
could have a few fillings.
I still have it. What?
I said he could have a few fillings, but nah, something else.
Let me see what we got to work with here. I'll just use my second level 2 spell and fucking cast fucking, oh my god, Cloud of Daggers again on him. On his like center of mass. If it does enough damage, I want to just fucking literally cut him in half, right through the stomach.
Is that with a? That's an area of effect or a creature? You choose one.
It's an area effect. I choose where it goes, and anything on that 5 foot square takes the damage.
Just for drama, can you roll a d20 for me? On an odd,
sure,
you will hit Dean. On an even, you won't.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I forgot he was there.
I know you can just.
It's an 8.
Even, you're fine. Dean,
okay.
How do you feel about a couple of ethereal daggers just shooting past your face? How you feeling about that?
That's a bit panicky.
Yeah, cool. Just
so
a load of so what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 d6. Yeah.
I rolled it. It's you go ahead.
No, it's fine. What do you got? If yours is higher than mine, then that.
I got a 10. I got a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. He is. I'm gonna tell you. He is one good hit away. So
he's still alive, the bastard.
Make it work and make it true. So he has no spells. He has no legendary actions. Willie has moved and took him right. We are Pokemon in the red. Dee-doo, 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 dee-doo. The orc remaining on the battlefield looks up and just runs back to the tavern going, Knack, the ouchies is gun in my head. And he runs back into not only does he run back in the tavern, he grabs up the top of the oven and sprints back to the tavern going, I need the pizza now, make the ouchies go away. So he's gone. Boar, you have your flaming orc in front of you, and you have the source of dread perilously on a cliff's edge. And you have your ranged weapon. I'll allow you to use your bonus action. So here is you in bullet time, Boar. You can choose to logically take out the exact enemy that is right behind you, or you can see someone standing on a cliff's edge, and you have the battle yo-yo. What would you like to do? Neely Nile Boar. Are you here? You. Is it broken? Are we all here?
Give him a 10 chance.
Yeah. Hang on. I shall check messages. Oh, okay. That were 10 minutes ago. He said having food, and that were 10 minutes ago. I'm literally going
okay.
to send him. Hey, are you gonna choose to hit the guy in front of you, or are you gonna hit the warlock who is on the edge of the cliff? I really hope he's having pizza. That'd be hilarious. Yeah. And my battery was going to go dead. So that worked out well. It's the final countdown. Diddle-in-in. Niddle-in-in-in. Niddle-in-in. Niddle-in-in-in-in. Niddle-in. Niddle-in-in-in-in. If you were to if in your final moment of acting, how do you think all three of you would combine against this warlock? By your powers combined.
I would put my bucket on my head like a fucking helmet.
Yeah.
And instruct the two lads to fucking throw me.
Cool. I can't have him missing the essentially what's going to be the killing blow here.
Yeah.
We're right there. We're right there. We're being edged. We're being combat edged right now. We're so close.
Yeah, it's no rush.
Dean, while on the battlefield and with this guy bearing down on you, what would you choose to ask him? As you can kind of feel the battle has swayed in your favor, and you have a source of direct satanic force in front of you. The devil is in your presence. What would you say to him?
Enjoy the ride back down.
The difference.
I don't know.
The difference between you and me. I always have my ticket to ride because I am hell. The ocean spray behind you. And Willie, you're closer to the cliff edge, are you? Or where are you in terms of the battlefield?
I can be. I wasn't because I had at some stage run away from your man. You tell me. You decide.
Yeah, I will say
I can run over.
No, that's good. I can just see as the ocean spray, you see Boar in his moment to act, unsure of what he will do, and in this moment between the three of you on this side of the battlefield, the ocean spray rises up, and in a clatter of lightning and roaring thunder, the sea turns to lava, and you are no longer where you once were. You have entered the upside down. Water is fire. The sky is black, and beneath your feet is blackened, molten coal. steam rising from the ground, and in this final moment, you see the true face of Satan standing before you. In this moment, you are in hell. And how would you react to this?
He's an ugly fucker, I'll give you that.
My horns were given to your swine folk. You play with the Fae. A bard, a goat, a joke. I am but a tendril of eternity. A
I cast Hideous Laughter on Satan.
fan-fucking-tastic. Against?
DC 15.
D20. Motherfucker.
I need to use cutting words.
No. From the molten lava ocean sprays up and lands a drop of lava, and from the part of the devil's consciousness springs another, still laughing, and another, still laughing. The battlefield roiling and broiling, heat emitting from these almost beak-like features, and mist forms heavy, and sulfur forms heavy. Can the two of you make a constitution check for me while we are in this hellscape bullet time? Essentially abandoning the original initiative order for a moment while we are in this hellscape.
Yeah.
Can you make a constitution
roll-
save for me?
Roll a 7.
Fab. 4. Both.
Yeah.
Both of you take 5 poison damage
Oh,
and are now under the poisoned condition. Hello, Rob. We're fighting Satan. Blessed is he. Satan is Lord.
one place to come in. So what's going on? Well, we successfully casted Hideous Laughter on Satan.
Yeah. He has now imbued other versions of himself. Alan, pick a die for me. Pick any dice.
D12.
Fantastic. Roll a D12 for me.
Okay. 3.
3.
3.
There are now 3 versions of this molten Satan.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Of which have vastly reduced hit points, but just enough that a 1's not going to do it. So now, Willie, you are to act. Our initiative order is actually pretty handy because it does go Rain, our now Satan, and into Willie. So Willie, you are to act. There are 3. This one that is standing over with Rain, untouchable, can't do anything with it while we're in this hellscape. There are 3 others now spawned on the battlefield. And as you are imagine that you are further back in the battlefield, if you imagine 1, 2, and then another one just kind of over by Rain. So there's like 2 in a straight line ahead of you, and then 1 over kind of near Rain and near the OG Satan. Yeah, business as usual, Rob. Just, fighting our own twisted inner demons.
Jeez.
At the end of each of your turn, I'm going to ask you to do something as well.
Apologies,
Yeah.
I'm back now.
Oh, there he is.
Okay, Niall, because of your
Yes.
how dare you need food? We
Mm.
were just about to finish the fight, and you were going
Okay.
to get the killing blow, but
Oh, really?
because I had to stall because I didn't want you to miss it, Alan cast in a moment in bullet time. Dean told this apparition of Satan, enjoy the trip back down. He tried to monologue. Alan called him a fucking ugly cunt, casting hideous laughter. He laughed so much, yous have all now been transported to hell in the upside down. The individual embodiment that yous were fighting is now untouchable and undamageable. There are now 3 lesser versions of him on the battlefield, fully imbued, molten versions of him. There are 3 of them on the battlefield because Alan rolled a d12 and got 3 because I randomly asked for a set of dice. You now have 3 enemies where I can guarantee you 1 hit won't do it. One won't do it. Damage accordingly. But you have 3 enemies. Alan is to act, and then it will be to you, and then back to Rain. I would advise you try and aim for an individual one each. If each one of you isn't successful, I will guide you thusly. So, Alan, you are to act. What one are you hitting? So, essentially, there's one in front, closer to you, one over the other side.
Yeah, whichever one's closest to me, I'll go for that one.
What are you choosing to do?
And I am going to hit him with my rapier.
Fantastic. Roll to hit.
Yeah. Where's my die? Oh, yeah.
Well,
I'm looking around for physical dice, but I remember it's on the screen.
While doing so, the escape that you have been in to, as we see to the left, is in embroiled magical wood, impenetrable wood, is now just steaming, heat and vapor pouring out of it. That pink hue we knew of our genie friend is now roaring white, hot, molten terror. Over to our right, where the waves once were splashing effervescently, are now broiling loops of lava, causing vapor and ash to splash upon you. Looking past the battlefield, the bursting boil remains untouched. Pure lack of hellscape and a guiding light for all of you to see. And as you now look down the battlefield, Willie, taking all of this in, do you charge or walk, or how do you go towards this enemy? In what physical manner do you take out your rapier?
I cartwheel towards him.
Wonderful. Make an acrobatics check for me.
Yeah. Natural 1.
That's perfect. Roll to hit.
9.
Yeah. Roll damage.
That hits.
Roll damage.
Okay. Damage is 5 plus 7. 7 total.
Fantastic. These guys have 5 HP. So Willie cartwheels, and while each one of these apparitions and the embodiment of Satan now in front of you, he just kind of starts to have a little kind of chuckle to himself. You have imbued the poison condition, and because you kind of roll the cartwheel, you cough and slip, but do so in a way that the momentum, your hand slips from your rapier and just launches it straight through this molten demon's head, and it just explodes on contact. And yeah, they're 1 demon down. Any bonus action or movement from Willie?
No, I'm pretty chuffed with myself. I'm just gonna stand there fucking grinning.
Meant to do it.
And laugh.
Meant to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Meant to do it.
Yeah.
Boar, you are
totally
Boar,
not excellent.
Boar, you are to act.
Yes, sir.
You have a inflaming, infernal, molten version of Mega Blitzo in front of you.
Mm. Uh, can I use my new orc to actually help me fight this, or give me advice on how to fucking
I
fight
mean,
this?
she's gonna say what most orcs do. Sorry, Rob, for flavor. No, Foxy has what I'm calling a battle yo-yo that has a embodiment of a physical goblin, which is Rhea Ripley. A little Rhea Ripley goblin that, when thrown with this ethereal magical yo-yo, will cause damage. So you can ask her what you would ask her on the battlefield. What would you
Right.
What would you ask your fucking yo-yo?
Where do I need to hit this thing to kill it faster?
She says, I can do roly polies. Roly polies is good. That'd be your single, like your lowest damaging thing is okay. You don't need to go full on. You can sonic spin dasher.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's spin dash this.
Cool. Roll to hit.
Let's go.
Keep in mind that a 6 hit.
Mm.
Their AC is
15.
Yeah, absolutely fucking hits. Roll damage. That's it. That's a D4 plus strength, and you're still raging. So
4 plus strength. All right.
you could fuck it up.
4
Oh, yeah.
plus 2.
Yeah.
And plus 2.
Agreed.
So
agree.
Yeah.
You sonic spin dasher, and you just hear this goblin construct with what is the kind of the line you're using. What color is it?
Because what color? Oh, it's definitely going to be purple.
Fantastic. So it's like purple streak. Like, think of Sonic the Hedgehog, and you just hear
Like,
and she just
if it's Rhea Rip Me, then it has to be like
Yeah,
a purple
good,
streak.
themed. Cool. Yeah, you just hear wee, and this is my brutality, and crashes into him, pops back. Like you're normal size human. This is a goblin. So as she pops back to you, you are essentially like she's Pikachuing on your shoulder every time. You call her back to you, and when you want to put her into the battle mode, she'll curl up or stand accordingly. So you have your Rhea Rip Me on your shoulder, a couple of singes of molten lava, and she just kind of turns to you and go, "We did good, Daddy. We did good." Oh, the hell. A bonus action or movement. You can choose to move towards. Like, Rain is the only one under threat at the moment, so you got range. You can just stay there and be like, deal with yourself.
Yeah. I think I'm actually gonna I'm gonna keep my distance for the moment.
Cool.
Which goes against any fucking barbarian, but still.
Yeah. I mean, you got like the goblin version of Tinkerbell on your shoulder. You might be thinking of other things. So Rain, Dean, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Hellspawn, what you gonna do?
Not gonna lie, I'm looking at your subscribers, and I'm like, just one more way, and you're at the best number ever.
I'm so close. Yeah. Come on, Dean, what you got?
Yes. I'm trying to think. Ugh.
You have molten Mega Blitzo in front of you. You have Ramble in battle mode.
I'm going to attack with him.
That's a good choice. Roll to hit. Got
12.
12 hits. Roll damage.
Yeah.
Roll damage 1d8. 1d8 flat. No mods.
4.
Oh my god, you don't kill him. You don't kill him.
Fucking loser.
The tiefling himself, these are all acting on his initiative, would have been able to move them around the battlefield in unison. You have one left there. The tiefling looks at you and looks to the version of himself, this molten mess, and it will take out from his own body a flaming battle axe, very similar to Ramble's, and he'll look at you and go, I see you use the same technique, but are afraid of its origin. And he will elect for the embodiment to attack Ramble, taking one hull off him, of his 3 hulls. And yeah, he can do fuck all else because nothing else is happening. And we are back to Willie.
Oh, fantastic. So who's left?
There is one blob left. He's got
Okay.
one blob with
He's got one hit point
one
left,
HP,
right?
and this will knock you out of hell. It will bring you back to the real world. And with one final, you just have 2 attacks, 2 successful attacks. That's all he's got.
Would I
gotta do.
would this guy be burning in some way? Like, would he be hot because he's like a devil kind of thing?
Warm enough, yeah. What do you got in mind?
Like, if I pissed on him, do you think it would do 1 hit point of damage?
Fantastic. Roll to hit.
Yeah.
Roll to piss.
Rolling to piss.
It's from your, obviously you've got loads of piss in you from your gelatinous cube from earlier, so absolutely, yeah.
Oh, what do I add to like a dex?
Dix.
I rolled a
Yeah,
4.
dexterity. Yeah.
4 plus
roll the 4
2,
plus
6.
Yeah, plus your it's a specific, we'll have to stat this after, lads. Very important. There's dexterity and dexterity, and I know for a fact, from personal experience, Willie rolls high on those. So yeah, you piss on the last ethereal flaming embodiment of Satan's own consciousness, and the world shudders and shakes. The crack of light that was imbued on the busting boil now spreads back over. The landscape changes, and Mega Blitzo stands gasping, smoldering like a light.
I tell Mega Blitzo, hey, guess who just killed your boss?
He looks and removes his own head and casts to the ground, and you see the same face of Satan, not in hell, but here, now, in our realm. Each one of you, how would all 3 of you combine now to send this cunt back to hell? Willie, what you are standing Power Ranger style. Willie, what you said you would put the bucket on you and tell the lads to launch you?
Oh yeah. I stick the bucket on my head and
Yeah.
tell the lads to launch me.
I could use the spin dash to actually like transport.
You want to
That sounds like a great idea.
Bor, you want a fastball special?
Oh yeah. Let's do it.
Rain, do you want a faster ball special? Can we use Ramble for a sec? I want you to imagine the Power Rangers theme song, Megazord activated. Dan 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 dan. Willie places 2 buckets on his head. The wings turn to his own goat horns. He climbs up onto onto Bor's shoulder, and he latches the battle yo-yo to him while Rhea Ripme remains on the other side, and she just goes, "Yeah, get him, Goat Daddy." Ramble, full on pterodactyl style from the Power Rangers Megazord, latches to Willie's back, and then Boar winds up, launches him, boosted by boosters by Ramble, launched with blue ethereal force, and Willie crashes silver bucket horn straight into the face of Satan himself, and he is banished back to hell in a puff of brimstone and failure. Satan will remember, but for now, yous all get to go get pizza.
Yay! Pizza!
Yay!
Congratulations, you've built a pizza oven. That's all this was for. Yous did it! Congratulations! Victory music
Now let's go wreck the tavern.
again. Congratulations, gentlemen. You have survived session 2.
It was a lot better planned and organized than I was expecting. Good job, Brian.
Thank you so much. I thought of all of it in the exact moments that we were here right now. If
I wouldn't expect any less.
Foxy, if you didn't imbue hinting at Roy Squawk, that was gonna go differently. I had the wish thing half baked, and then you said it was gonna be him. So yeah, of course it's gonna be him. But the whole intent is it's a wishing wood. So you have to walk into the wood, say what you want, and leave. That's why Knack says, "Or just run in and say I want to and leave." So yeah. Yous are back in the tavern. Knack says, "Oh, lovely. You got of course, because yous have fought Satan, the skull that remains on the ground, yous can pick up and put into the heart of the fire oven. You are now cooking
Renewable fire source.
It is the source of hellfire itself.
Awesome.
Being a bard, can I just chip off like the very tip of his horn and create the pick of destiny?
A pick? How about the reed of destiny, since you are a bagpipe user?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Lads,
Hollow his horn.
do you want to we'll work on that at a different time. Lads, what type of infernal adornment would you take from this encounter? In the same way Alan now has the reed of destiny. What would you take?
Yeah.
Or want?
So you had me thinking like Blitzo. I'm like,
you want Misty Step?
you
want a traversal? You want to move around more? You want a portal? It'll be part of your yo-yo. You'll have to use a yo-yo slot for it.
Actually, what is the possibility of getting an upgrade for Rhea Ripme?
Yeah.
Where now she can fire a fucking Hadouken.
Oh, the Hokthua Dukin? Yeah, okay.
Kind of, yeah. So like as I fucking rip and she goes flying, like she can actually like almost like an extra effect. If she hits,
I will imbue it in the same way of the green blade,
green mist.
No, just the green flame sword. When you hit a target, you can it then deals like splash damage. So you will get purple flame damage, splash damage on a hit. That sound good? If you hit an enemy with your lower ranged attacks, you will then deal, I think it's, I can't remember the green flame, I think it's 1d4 or 1d4 splash damage each time. So if you have a load of them together and you hit one, you get like essentially like knock-on effect to those in the surrounding area. That sound good? Cool. Dean, what type of infernal gift would you like from this encounter, given that you bet Satan?
I'm going to say nothing for now.
You will absolutely say it now because I'm not going to remember this, and I'm in thinky mode.
No, I mean, I'm not going to take anything like.
That's fair.
I bite off his pinky finger and I stick it in his pocket.
There you go. You can tell you what.
There you go.
You're an artificer.
Take it.
You're an artificer. You'll figure it out. Cool. You have to then remind me of that because I'm not going to retain that information. Cool. You've fought Satan, and because of the new skull, Knack is looking at thinking, excuse me, guys, do you think I should maybe change the name from the bursting boil to the burning boil?
Perhaps so.
Yeah, that's good. All right, guys, can you go get me some sign-making equipment?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Of which you will.
Sure.
Of
Here
which.
we go again.
Well, you went left that time, so I wonder what's over on the right-hand side of this forking path. We shall find out next time.
Right, I'm fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brian. That was very good fun. I'm gonna bounce.
Have a wonderful evening.
Yep, gentlemen.
Toodaloos.
Good crack.
See you, Alan.
See
Bye,
you
Alan.
later.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Bye 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 bye.
How do I quit out of this thing? Oh my god.
There you go.
Yeah.
So for those still available and streaming, hello YouTube, hello people, we did it. We this isn't D&D, this is D&B. This is my bastardized version of Dungeons and Dragons that I make up pretty much on the spot. And thank you so much to the lads for dealing with it and working with me while I was trying to get suggestions off you. But that is it for the stream itself. For those of you who pop by, thank you very much. I will hope to do it sooner rather than later, but keep an eye on all the social medias. If you are here, you've arrived because you knew it was happening. And if you don't know, put on notifications on my YouTube, ring the bell, do all the things, like and share, and get me at least one more subscriber so I can have 69. Nice. So thank you so much. And I will see you all when I can actually figure out how to end the stream. Oh, there it is. I'm going to click it. I'm going to click it hard. Bye.